I don't have a delay. I hope not. That's going to be really awkward. I don't think so.
You seem to have a delay for me. Hang on, I'm refreshing.
Yes, refresh that. I didn't see a delay for myself. No, there's no delay. There isn't.
Like a second or two tops.
It's
We're good.
decimal.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a 3K sub giveaway stream.
Are we late? No. I can
never
explain.
late.
I can explain. My cat did not want to choose whether she wanted to be outside or inside. And outside there was a raging rainstorm, the first autumn storm of this country for this year. And inside there was this little cute little ball of fur called her own daughter. And she can't stop growling at her like for a week already. So, and she chose the rain. Well, I made her choose the rain. So that happened. Just took me an extra minute. Yeah, we're gonna do quick giveaways, but this game is just open. So let's just dive into something like called My Quiz. We're gonna use My Quiz today, and for some reason I already put the code in the screen, but it's gonna be prettier. If you go to My Quiz and you choose, you just get this thing, and you can just fill in the code, and you can do join. Then just quickly accept the privacy policy. Well, load command can't join this one. And you only have to choose a nickname. So you only have to do nickname and then join. That's all you have to do. You don't have to register anything. Just choose a nickname and you'll see the quiz. It says 55 minutes, but I'm going to push it a little bit earlier. So you can hop in there whenever you like. The code is 551905. And we'll start when we have some members connected to the quiz. So that's the intro. I'll probably keep it around here. Maybe I close it.
And after you join, we have 6 great quizzes for you today. We have 3 based on the game, on the Gotwic Game of Thrones Winter is Coming game. We have 1 based on the books, 1 based on the TV show, and 1 that's just based on quotes that I like from books, shows, generally from the characters. And of these 6 quizzes, we have fantastic gift codes for you. I'm not sure it's the development team or the marketing team or whatever. Someone at Game of Thrones Winter Coming has been very kind to give us 6 first prize codes. First prize codes, the people who come in first will get those. 6 second place codes. 6 third place codes. 6 fourth place codes. And I think a couple of extras, which we've put as 5th and 6th places on a couple of quizzes. So there's at least 24 codes up for grabs, possibly a couple more for you guys today.
Yes, and if you won, the first to the 4th prize won guaranteed, you'll probably see a code directly. This is actually the gift code. It probably says secret code. My quiz is designed to create a code for the people who won, and they can give it to the host to ensure they won. But in our case, it's already the gift code. I just added the gift codes in there, so you instantly can just cash it in when you have it. Okay, we have 25 users so far active, so I think we can push it a little bit further.
Maybe we could always just chat a bit beforehand, just going over. So this time, there's no worried about faffing about Discord or going to the Discord server. You don't need to message us on YouTube or in the game. If you win, you will get the code straight to your desktop.
I see a question. Stardust, if you go to myquiz.org, you'll see instantly in the top, enter code to join quiz, and then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can do join. Of course, you have to do the right code. You have to do 551905. Can you find it? We have 28 users. I upgraded from 50 to 250 because I was so worried it wouldn't fit. And if there's already 28 joining now, definitely gonna fill up later. No problem. You're welcome, Domnos. Oh, you don't have to create it. Okay, try to go to the URL directly when you're logged in. Do I have a...
If you've created an account, you can just go to the top left corner, click on the My Quiz logo. It takes you straight back to the home page. Enter in the code, and away you go.
So the My Quiz logo, that's in the left upper corner. And then you actually go to I'm not going to do that because I want to stay in the host page, which probably won't give me any questions myself, but I can talk about the questions, of course. And this one is the first quiz. It's a very basic quiz. Do you know all the basics from the game? So it's probably one of the easier quizzes as well. And as we progress, the quiz is going to be both higher quality and both more difficult. So don't forget that.
There are a couple of questions in a couple of the later quizzes which even Reaper and I didn't know before we looked it up. That's how tricky they get. But most of the questions, if not all the questions that we cover in this first quiz, I think we've already done videos on. So if you've been watching videos, you should know them all, and you should be in with a good shot of winning the amazing gift codes.
Can we, should we alert the Discord again, or?
Yeah, just ping it on the Discord, make sure everybody's in who wants to.
Don't wanna miss everyone who fell asleep. Ooh. Oh, that's our conversation. I'm so sorry. Very secret things. I usually try.
It's just us bitching about we're both late and we're panicking. That's what that was about.
For players, everyone. So the first one we take some extra time so we can fill it up nicely, and hopefully more will join because I kind of want 50. On 2K subscribers we had 50, and now I want to get over it eventually. www.myquiz.org. There you go. Is that the right? Imagine me sending the wrong link to people.
That would never happen, would it?
Okay, that's just 36. Shall we start it at 40?
I think if we get to 40 or another 5 minutes, we do have 6 quizzes to get through. They're not going to be quick. But we should have plenty of stuff. Not to mention, we're probably going to be commenting and talking over the top of all the questions just to distract you, to make it that little bit harder.
Definitely. Oh, you think you can win easily from us? Never. Never.
Oh, and just wait until Reaper brings back out the cats. All right, good lord. This is going to be hard.
Well, one cat probably jumped through the window with this rain. So the first one is easy, and everyone should be able to get a decent score. Kind of interested who is going to be the smartest of you guys, who knows the most of the game. I hope one of our guide makers at least, or one of the chroniclers. Will you play as well, Fringness? Probably, yes.
I'll be in there, but I will, if I'm in the lead, I will sabotage myself at the end to make sure I don't win.
Yeah, you can't. You made it. You made most of the quiz.
I know, I did. I made most of the quizzes, so I can't really play. But I'm in there just to sort of read off the slides and whatnot. The delay, there's maybe a second or two of delay, if that. So it won't be a problem for us because we're filming on one side. You've got 25 seconds, I believe, to answer each question. And there's a 25-second pause in between each question to talk about it. Plus, we can, with this quiz, with my quiz, we can pause the quiz at any time. We can change things on the fly. So there'll be plenty of time.
And I do believe once the quiz started and you disconnect or you close the page and you go straight back in there, you just continue where the rest is because it's like this live streaming quiz. So you might miss some questions, but you still have a shot at winning if they're not good enough.
Right, we're at 42 people, active users, 47 all users. So it looks like 5 people disconnected, maybe trying to reconnect or something. But I think we're ready for the first quiz.
Right. Shall we wait for all users to go to 50 at least?
Well, we could, 49. But there's only 47 people watching right now.
No, there's more. 49. Come on, one more. One more people. And I'll start it.
One more person. I want to start this. Come on.
Hey, I meant one more, people. Okay, I'll start it. 3, 2, 1. Here comes the first question. Increasing which building's glory level adds total attack? Is it the market, the Hall of Faces, the embassy, or the blacksmith? You probably see the questions live anyway, so maybe you hear me 1 second later, but definitely gonna see it live. So which of these buildings will give you total attack?
It's an interesting one because it's not one you might think. I know we're getting 30, 31 answers, 34.
Yes, and
34 people managed to get the answer in.
leading is DC. So if you are fast in answering, you get more points. So that's going to be tricky as well. So yes, indeed, the market gives total attack. I think I made a guide rather recently that actually explains that. Optimizing your city for war, it is.
Should point out you can join in the middle of the quiz if you still want to participate, but you haven't joined quite yet. You've got enough time. Oh, next question.
Yes, what day of the week can you get the coupon codes chest in the cash shop? Is it Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, or Friday?
Otherwise known as the day when, the only day when free-to-play players get chests and packs.
Gaming Prodigy, it is. Can somebody copy this one?
It was, of course, Monday. Just over half of you guys got that. Although you can, if you don't answer, I think you can take them up until Wednesday if you're saving them for an AC, opening packs, or things like that. But yeah, every Monday we get free shit.
DC still on the lead. Not in prison yet, and Cobra are climbing up fast. Next question. Where can you get the Angry Small Folk medals from? Is it A, the cash shop, B, Treasure Seeker, C, Westerosi Navigator, or D, the Westeros Pass?
I think this was one of the first troop medals ever really unlocked, the Angry Small Folk, but still one that not a lot of people have got because of where you get it from. It's the difficulty. Because you need an awful lot of codes to do it.
I was looking up this image and I saw that I haven't unlocked them. I have some coins in it, but I haven't unlocked them. A lot of people had it correct. Only a few went for Westeros Pass.
And if you haven't seen my guide on the Westerosi Navigator yet to see if it's worth it or not, make sure to check it out on the channel, because I go over what you gain from it, what's in the shop, what it's worth, and whether or not you should spend diamonds. Definitely something to help you along in your Game of Thrones game.
Definitely. Next question is here. How can you obtain the material for the equipment set called the Rebels End set? Is it A, attacking rebel leaders, B, gathering resources, C, attacking rebel groups, or D, attacking rebel camps? All the answers are really close to each other, so you have a very high margin to fill this one, of course.
Now, the problem is rebel leaders, rebel groups, and rebel camps. If you've ever watched the stream before, you should know that we get those mixed up all the time.
We
can't remember. I think we generally just call them horses, camps, and fortresses.
The leaders are the commanders, which you do with the commanders. The groups are which you do with an army, and the rebel camps you do with a rally. Okay, DC just left the leaderboard.
I might be back. It's only 20, so we saw that for a first point for one question you can get 8. So that can easily change. That's what, 5th place is 20 points. That's 3 good questions.
Definitely. And the next question, by the way, is what is the highest level of rebel group that you can attack in the game? Is it 10, 20, 25, or 30? This should be really easy for everyone.
I hope nobody gets this one wrong. But then, no, actually, I think I just put the wrong thing in. Never mind.
Did you? Nobody had it wrong. That is very nice.
100%. Yeah, it is the 25. Well, I suppose the hardest one is the 25 Elite that I still haven't cleared yet. I'm getting close, though.
Definitely. And there's a lot of tricks questions as well. So you want to be fast to get the most points, but you also want to make sure you read all the answers really right. I don't know the word wallow, though. Next question. How can you get the Old Town Bowman medals for the troop appearance of the same name? Is it the Westeros Pass, Kingdom vs. Kingdom, Champion City Seek, or Elite Rebel Groups? Lord Command, you're late. We're at the first quiz.
Oh, you can still join halfway through, and the best person only has, 5 questions worth? We're on question 6, so it's possible to catch up, but at least you can have fun.
I saw almost 50 answers, 49, so I think people are joining halfway as well. The gift codes will be automatically given to the 4 top places. We have implanted it that you get the code, and that's also the gift code. If it works. It should work. So Yoko is climbing up the tree and dropped the ice guy. Elite Trials. What commander medals can you get in the Elite Trials shop? Is it Tyrion, Tywin, Seg, or Sabrina?
Always the best time with Elite Trials because I do enjoy getting the commander medals. Mine's still at purple right now. Haven't quite got them to gold. Oh, wait, there's Sabrina there. Never mind. Oh, come on, if you haven't got it by now.
Kaosi, I'm quite sure I said GMT 2 plus 2, and after that I said CEST, and then afterwards you, just in front of the thing, asked me if I wanted to play Among Us with you, which I was like, I'm not sure.
Just checked the poster. It was 19 GMT plus 2.
Definitely, poster was out as well. So the score is really equal for the top 4. That's really interesting. Trenter up there as well. What is the highest VIP level you can get? Is it 10, is it 15, is it 20, or is it 9? But we're at the first quiz, so it's absolutely not a problem. You can have 5 more chances, and you can join this one, of course, at any time. Can I pin a message? Like, I want to pin the link. Is that possible?
Possibly.
And that is a very lot of people have it right. A very lot of people. Nice.
Oh, I forgot to answer that. Oh, good lord. But yeah, highest VIP level is level 15, which I don't think I'm going to see this decade.
Ooh.
It gets progressively more expensive to unlock.
Trenter either failed this one or was really slow on this one, because he left the leaderboard. Next question is, what troop type will be the newest commander, Yuma? Infantry, bowman, spearman, or cavalry? I see a lot of people are really fast in answering.
I have no idea really who Uma is. We're definitely going to have to look at that for the Commander Spotlight video. But have you got those eyes are freaky? Yep. I'm thinking it looks almost like a one of the dark priests from Kahor with a black god, maybe?
She is a decent psychopath. Oh, 77%. Let's see. I see somebody... No, there's nobody new in the leaderboard. The same people having a very good row of correct questioning. So let's see if somebody is going to leave that leaderboard anytime soon. Maybe with the next question. The 10th question is always the trickiest one. I think it's random though. How long does it take for the merchant ship to reset the offer deals? Is it 4? Is it 6? 8 hours? Or wait, does it reset? I know Fringlish went for D.
Oh, yes, of course. So important to know these things because you can often get quests to do the merchant ship in the Alliance. What was it? Oh, God. What do you have the quests for? I completely forgot. You have to get quests
Alliance
for Alliance
mobilization.
To get points. That's the one. I even did a guide on it. Holy crap.
Lutex, you get like 3 Fs. Okay.
Yeah, 61% went for 6 hours there, so there's nearly 40% of you which are either under or overestimating it.
Definitely.
You're going to have to keep an eye on that.
2 new names as well. Blood Ravenclaw and Styra are rushing up. Next question is, what two free-to-play commands are easy to upgrade for research buffs? Is it Soren and Varys? Is it Sansa and Varys? Is it Seg and Varys? Or is it Simon and Varys? So I think it's at least Varys.
Yeah, Varys is one of these pairs. You want to get these to gold as soon as possible. I'd even say they're probably the commanders you want to get to gold first. Because when you're starting to level up, when you're starting to develop your commanders, it's not really going to affect much. I mean, you get them to gold for combat stats, but you're not going to be fighting. These 2 are the ones you need to get to gold first.
100%. Somebody has been watching my guide, or just everyone knows it. Yes, that's very well done. Everyone is correct. So it's just all about speed in this one. I can pause it if I want to. If we're not done talking, but 25 seconds is pretty short. What is the longest protection bubble you can activate in the game? Is that 1 week, 12 days, 3 days, or 2 weeks? This is a bit tricky.
We thought we'd throw in a couple of different factors there, have a week and a days, just to make you think about it.
If you still have 20 minutes to work, I bet you can just make it to the next one.
Oh, we did weeks just to make it harder for you guys.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only reason behind it.
You're all looking for the 14 and you can't find it. Okay, that's not bad. The 20% went for 1 week. That's not true. So 3 days and then 14 days. And 7.
Yeah. It should
Sorry.
be pointed out that if you are playing, you should have your own individual score on the top right so you can see how far behind you are. For example, I'm still at 15 because I keep on forgetting to answer the questions.
Oh, 15? Control of the area gives the Alliance what bonus? Bowman attack, bowman defense, infantry defense, and spearman health. This is definitely already a little bit trickier, I think.
Well, it's one that not many people go for. I mean, at the start, when castle sieges were very important, people used to fight over the castles, but with all the added other bonuses, it's just not really worth it anymore, especially for the Eyrie.
I think I should edit. Can you edit video and throw in the hyperlink in the top?
You can pull up, if you're using Streamlabs, you can pull up a small box overlay, put it in a corner, and add some text as an overlay.
Yeah,
And
but
this
they
is
can't.
bowman attack.
I'll put it
20% actually, if you're holding the Eyrie.
there. If you refresh the page, you see it in the top of the page, the link. Pro streamers. What type of hero is Jaime Lannister? Spearman, bowman, infantry, and cavalry. And the game actually tricked us on this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Millie. There are 5 more quizzes after this one, so you have plenty of chances to win. You can even join this one halfway through if you want to try. Just put in the code on that link that the mod posted for you.
But the
Now,
names...
I remember this question a lot.
Sorry, go.
Now, I remember this question a lot because it's the only one that doesn't really make much sense.
Definitely. There's actually not many infantry, so that's not bad. But the leaderboard is slowly changing. Not in prison yet, and Tormund are staying there. Yoko been there a long time as well, but I also see Zekking and Alessana as newcomers taking a grasp for the throne, and they are very close to it as well. Next question. What one of the following commanders reduces building time? Fringus was first here.
It's something that's very useful for quite a few people, the building time, but it does taper off towards the end. So rushing this commander to gold can only be useful really at the start of your playing. After that, it's not really worth it. It becomes a minimal bonus.
That's true. The glory does help out a little bit. I've been constructing again pretty actively because I'm getting a lot of honor banner lately from events, etc. But I also been just destructing my mints and building more hospitals, of course. And it's indeed Russell. And 85% had it right, and not in prison yet, just beat Tolman for the first place. But King Benny beat Alessana on the 5th place.
Coming back up, I love King Ben. If you do create an account, you can put an image, which is why I actually love that.
Next question. How much does a 24-hour bubble cost from the diamond shop? Is it 800? Is it 1500? Is it 1000? About 350 blue diamonds that are, of course. About 350.
And this is an important one to know, actually, for most players, which is why we put it in there, because it's what you need in order to be permanently bubbled. So how many diamonds do you need to gain a day to be permanently bubbled, basically?
Yep, and I saw almost 60 responses, so I'm kind of happy that I upgraded it.
Yeah, just once again, the gift codes will be sent automatically to you in browser if you manage to win. So no need to fuss about YouTube or Discord. If you win, you will get a code sent straight to your desktop or mobile, whatever you're playing on.
Indeed. It's after the last question, you'll see it in your screen. If you won 1 to 4th place, you get the bonus. At level 25, the army tent gives you what as a bonus? Is it 10% defense, 5% health, 2% attack, or is it 5% defense?
Should point out, until you get to level 25, you get no bonus at all from the army tent. Well, apart from increasing the size of your troop training capacity. So it's not until you get level 25 castle, it's not worth building these buggers.
Really mixed answers here. And the Mayhus had 60% had it right, actually. It's been boosted a few times. It's also important to know, when it goes to tactics, if you see something double in a quiz, it's often at least one of these. Just as a little bit of a help you there.
Oh, don't go for that, because the later quizzes, there's a couple of those to mislead you.
Next question. What commander gives you the biggest research bonus at gold? Is that Soren, Tyrion, Sabrina, or is it Varys?
So here we have the holy quartet of research. All these commanders are available for free to play. Admittedly, Sabrina's really hard to come by, and I'm thinking about moving to a quieter server next Lord of Lords so I even have a chance. But all of these together will net you over 100% research, and one of these commanders gives you an extra 15% instead of the normal 25. But which one is it, Reaper?
That is Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion there giving you 40% research bonus.
Definitely. Let's see, the leaderboard is still very close. Zekking just beat Not in Prison Yet in Torment for the first place. Sleep is new, and Yoko has made her way back up to the leaderboard. Next question, what is the optimum amount of farms to have in your city? If you have this wrong, you might as well close your browser and leave. If you have it right, please drop a like. Why not? We make a lot of effort making these guides.
We forgot to mention that you need to choose all the right answers. I wonder how many people getting this right.
No, that's impossible. I think you have to do one of them, and that's all good enough.
Oh, no, you get it wrong if you only answered one. Oh, dear. So at max, only 13% got it correct in this question.
I see Dragon Queen 1 has made it with 95 points, and My Presus is just here with 103 points. So 2 people just took the leaderboard by storm.
Did you get it right? I didn't. I messed that up completely. Well, now we know for the questions. That was sort of a test because we're still...
There's one more. Sorry. What type of content do you like best on the Forgotten Games channel? Is it the guides? Is it the lore? Is it the live streams? Is it all the gaming free videos? And do not click me. One answer has to be wrong for the quiz to work. So this is wrong. And that's the last one for this quiz. So let's quickly move on to the second quiz very shortly.
Again, you'll probably get this question wrong unless you answer all of the above, but it's just to figure out what you guys like most. And it seems like most of you prefer the guides, although live stream comes in second, which isn't bad. So what we need to do is make guides while doing a live stream.
Definitely. And I think Zekking, Aprivankumar, Stera, and Stormreaver, all newcomers, have made it to the leaderboard. So you should be automatically getting a gift code from my quiz. Please let me know if it's not true.
It should pop up straight on your screen, so just tell us in the chat if it worked, and we'll get ready to do the second quiz. So, well done there. Congratulations to the winners. We do have 5 more quizzes each with the gift code, so make sure to stay around. Now, the quizzes will get harder, though.
Definitely will get harder. So, what shall we do? What do you want? Do you want the quotes from Game of Thrones characters? Do you want the show quiz? Do you want the book quiz?
That's fine. We can put it out to you guys. What quiz would you prefer next? We have a couple more from the game, but we have 1 TV show, 1 book, and 1 on quotes from the Game of Thrones characters.
TV, I hear.
Yeah, we got a couple of people wanting the TV show. We've got 1 for the game, so TV show on 3 right now.
Wait, I already pressed the TV show. Yeah, let's do the TV show first. Here comes the code. Okay. 552014. Please feel free to join. And now you can join from the start, so much more chance to win. If you love the series, you probably know every question here. Let me press F11 so it fills the screen nicely. And I've seen 1 join already. Why you leave, Chopper? 7 now. You didn't win. You have so much chances to win. You don't leave. You win. That's why you're here.
Well done for winning, Ivan. I bet you're glad you turned up now.
Can I... Romina, you're not supposed to chat on this one. You have to work with the quiz.
Well, once we get everybody in here, once again, to just go back to it, if you were in the last one, click on the My Quiz logo icon in the top left-hand side, and then just enter in the code. Then you choose your nickname. You don't even have to create an account. You can create an account if you want in order to put a personalized image up, but that's it.
Imagine we do these and nobody shows up. That would...
then I guess we're getting a lot of gift codes if that happens.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Once again, big thanks to Game of Thrones Winter of Coming that has given us 26 gift codes for you guys. which we've put as prizes in these quizzes.
5 minutes. It's like you have a real heavy life, Cozy. Come on, you're young enough to do the quiz. It's just 3 hours of your precious time. Hello, Lady Kara. Are you here to join in a Got Show quiz? We done a Gotwic quiz before this, and we have 4 more quizzes after this. But first comes the Got Show quiz. So we check if you still know something about the series.
And these are more about the events of Game of Thrones in the series, not what sort of coffee do they serve at Winterfell.
Iced coffee.
Well, no, if you remember, they serve Starbucks at Winterfell, as we saw it in one of the banquet scenes. Hello, Baba. Welcome. Yeah, we can't start just yet. I did see that earlier. We've got to wait for people to have a chance to connect. We've got 36 active users and 50 connected right now. And I'm not sure how that works. Like, if you tab out, do you become active or inactive? Or
I have no idea. Baba, if you want attention, make sure you're in the top 5, and I'll give you all the attention you need.
We do call out the names of the people who are winning, so people know who to gun for.
So, what do you say? Do we hit the start button on this one?
For you said, I watched about 5 minutes of the show. Beware, I'll win for sure. Well, you might, if you've read the books, you might be in with a chance. You just need to know how much the show messed the books up.
Definitely. I'm going to start it because it hangs at 53 already for a while. Here we go, boys. In 3, 2, 1. And the first question. How did Daenerys Targaryen eventually hatch her dragon eggs? Was it in a lightning storm, in a fireplace, in a frozen cave, or in a funeral pyre? And don't forget, the faster you answer, the more points, but also the faster you answer, the more chance you fail. You can talk now, Frankish.
Yeah. Oh, just listening to your intro there, really hyping it up. Here we go. Oh, only 40%. God, that it was during a funeral pyre.
Yeah.
What happened was after her husband was basically cursed by the witch, she built a massive funeral pyre, burnt the witch alive with the dragon eggs in the side, and then proceeded to walk into it, which we all think she'd lost her mind. But then she managed to birth 3 dragon eggs from fire and blood.
Definitely. Next question.
Oh, crap, I'm winning. Hello.
Which country was not visited by the 2015 Game of Thrones expedition? This is a bit of a very hard question, I think.
Yeah, I threw a couple of hard questions in there.
How unfair.
Now, the Game of Thrones expedition in 2015 went to all the countries where they filmed Game of Thrones. All the countries where they went and filmed things. So the question is, did they not go filming in Israel, England, Sweden, or Portugal?
Remy, don't touch my headset. I hear things from one side now.
Cat's already messing with us here.
Don't.
I'm going to stop answering questions now, but yeah, so they didn't visit Portugal. Israel was, of course, where they filmed quite a few of the desert scenes. England, well, they filmed an awful lot of the north and the riverlands there, and Sweden for the north as well. Filming all around Europe.
The phrase "Vala Morgulus" or "All men must die" is usually responded with: is it "Vala Doheres"? Is it "Vala Ronas"? Is it "Vala Gogo"? Or is it "Vala Dracarys"? If you focus on the game and focus what you've seen and what you recognize, it's not that hard to find the right answers. Just mouth it for yourself as well.
Oh, it has to be "Vala Gogo."
Yeah, there we go. A lot of people had this right. So DC took the lead again. I've seen a new name, Madi. I see a name, Romina. Not sure who that is. I see Elisana and I see Stardust. Both.
Elisana, nice to see you back on the leaderboard. Let's see if you can keep it this time.
Definitely.
We've got different people from last time, which I do like to see.
Next question. American actor Peter Dinklage, who plays Tyrion Lannister, also had a starring role in this fantasy franchise. Is it Lord of the Rings? Is it Highlander? Is it The Chronicles of Narnia? Or is it The Legend of Zelda? So
where else have we seen Peter Dinklage on the big screen, apart from the X-Men?
Yeah, these questions are really something else you might not be used to. You might not even have watched the show at all. Then this one is going to be really hard. But don't worry, the things after this will be mainly about the game again. We also have one about the books and one about just famous quotes of the actors playing Game of Thrones.
There we go. So Peter Dinklage also starred in the Chronicles of Narnia. Well, these questions are more about the show, the actors in them. It's all a bit different. Well, the first question was where was the show filmed. This is where were the other actors? Where did they first get noticed? And things like that.
What is the only thing that can put out a volatile wildfire? Is it water? Is it ale? Is it sand? Or is it dragon's blood?
So, according to the show, they've mentioned it a couple of times when they were talking about wildfire. Make sure to not piss on it because it will burn your cock off, basically. But it tells you how to put it out.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to you talking all the way up to when the next question starts. Remy, really? Yeah. If you look on the screen, you have about 5 seconds. And then the next question already started for me. So about now. In the show, besides dragon glass, what is the only other substance capable of defeating White Walkers? Is it weirwood? Is it wildfire? Valyrian steel? Or is it snowballs?
Should be pointed out, we're not talking about the cake snowball, which is the marshmallow covered in chocolate. We're talking about packed balls of snow.
Fringlet, you got to fall down there. Oh,
Savvy. It doesn't really make much sense, because in the show they do say Valyrian steel, although I'm pretty sure wildfire could kill them.
Yeah, just nothing remains of them.
No, they just don't. They never use wildfire against them, so we can't say for sure. But it's definitely Valyrian steel, and this is according to the show. I mean, dragonfire should also be able to kill them, so I don't know why that happened.
Definitely. How many times has Beric Dondarrion been brought back to life? Is it 1 time, 3 times, 6 times, or is it even 7 times? He was a minion of the Lord of Light.
Of course, he was resurrected by Taurus of Mer, who was the Red Priest in Robert Baratheon's court, and was one of the leaders of the Brotherhood Without Banners.
And we see some new people as well. Squirrel, Trantor, and Sphinx. Of course, we saw Trantor before. DC is making his way back, and Mahdi 77 is dropping a little bit.
Still in the top 5, though, so not doing too badly. Squirrel making a nice and comfortable nest in the top spot. Let's see if we can knock him off it.
Well, Trantor shares the same score with him, so... Next question is coming right now. Who was the author of the book An History of the Great Siege of Westeros, read by Tyrion in the show to prepare for the defense of King's Landing? Is it Shivaltan, Shiv Yatelta, Chi Velantent, Macarena? That's some...
If you remember in the show, this is the one that they could not decide how to pronounce. Be it, well, I can't say what the quote is in the show because otherwise you know. Was it Chevalteeth, Chevalieth? I noticed 4 of you decided to go for the Macarena, so fair enough. But yeah, it was Archmaester Chevalteeth.
Oh, I think Oscar is in the chat. And we automatically blocked him. Oscar is a mod, so he's probably have a real gift code. Sorry, Oscar, if we spelled that for you. Can you can show it again.
Which Stark family direwolf was killed in retaliation for an attack on Prince Joffrey? Was it Ghost, Lady, Summer, Shaggy Dog? And I'm terribly sorry for not doing this because I should have replaced one of the wrong answers with Snoop Dogg. I saw that joke too late.
Okay, keep them talking. I need to grab a new coffee.
Oh God, leave me alone. So yes, it was the lady who was Sansa's direwolf was killed when Princess Arya and Nymeria bit Joffrey on the banks of the Trident in the Riverlands. Quite unfair, but I suppose it kept the budget because I think the direwolves were one of the most expensive things to do in the show. Okay, next up. In the show, Arya's punishment for stealing from the many-faced god is death, Not today. Memory loss, blindness, or uncontrollable laughter. So once again, is it death, memory loss, blindness, or uncontrollable laughter?
I think that the last one is the worst.
I think if that happened, like you could actually die from it because you. Have you ever laughed really hard so you're rolling on the floor? You can't breathe afterwards. It's a heck of a way to. I think it's a heck of a way to go.
But you're happy though.
Well, you do die with a smile on your face, but I think that's what the Joker liked to do. So I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of that.
Come on, guys! You're supposed to be playing this, not troll my chat. Ghosty, you always get to. You should get used to it by now.
Squirrel still staying on the top spot with Sphinx in second, Tranter down to third, Maddie at fourth, and Blood Raven back to fifth place.
Nice. Let me quickly do this one. It's nothing were the last words of this infamous character: Renly Baratheon, Tywin Lannister, Robb Stark, or King Joffrey Baratheon.
So whose last words were they? As last words go, it's pretty stupid.
I did do a bit of a confusing image next to it, which kind of helped.
Did you just put a random image in there?
No. I was like, it's his parents, so it will help them at least narrow it down a little bit.
And the last, those were the last words of King Joffrey right before he choked to death on Tears of Lys.
The name of King Tommen's favorite cat is it Battle Puss, Little Lion, Sir Pounds, or is it Prince Fuzzy? If Romina doesn't win this one...
I'm pretty sure Romina knows all the cats in Game of Thrones, especially this one.
What did Cozy do this time? It's almost interesting. Jesus.
How do you get timed out by 3 different mods in the same time? That's quite... So anyway, yes, it was Sir Pounce. 73% of you guys knew that. 17 went for Prince Fuzzy. And only, I think, 1 or 2 of you went for Battle Puss.
But it looks really fuzzy, so it makes sense.
It does look adorable.
Okay.
So, next question for us now.
The next question will be, in 1 second, the name of Reaper's favorite cat is... Well, it's not favorite anymore. She keeps biting my headset cord.
You need to select 2 answers for this. Remember, 2 answers.
Is it Poppy, Raimi, Raphael, and Ori? I don't think that works like that. I think you can only select 1.
I might ask you to select 2.
Oh, you just did 2. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't play this game. I just make the quizzes. Or, well...
I thought the question I made was, oh god, I have to choose?
I even posted a note for this one.
Yeah, don't make me choose between Remy and Poppy. Okay, that was a little bit of comment relief in there. As you notice, this quiz does have 21 questions instead of the normal 20. So we just threw that one in there. There's still 20 for each of the quizzes.
Come on, Squirrel. You have to get that top back. You need 1 more spot to get a gift code. The first prize is better. What was the name of Ned Stark's great sword? Was it Ice, Oathkeeper, Widow's Wail, or is it Nordguard?
All of those pretty good names for a sword, which we know of before. I think all of them apart from Northgard were actually shown in the show itself. Northgard didn't exist.
I don't know the answer, to be honest. It is Ice. Oh. Was it Ice?
It was Ice. Come on, you had to know it was Ice.
Who calls this sword Ice?
The kings in the north called their great sword Ice, I suppose. Okay. You know, winter's coming, ice came to chop your head off. It was melted down and then turned into Oathkeeper and Widow's Wail. So that was a bit of a tricky one. I mean, half of the great sword Ice was Oathkeeper, but Oathkeeper wasn't Ice.
Okay, this one is pretty easy. Who shoots the flaming arrow that subsequently destroys Stannis' fleet in Blackwater Bay? Is it Tyrion Lannister, King Joffrey, Jaime Lannister, or Bronn?
For you has a good point. Just the question before, why was the great sword Ice? It's so that the kings of the north could say, "Ice to meet you," when they were killing people.
Right.
It's for the pun. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, was it Tyrion Lannister, son of Tywin, King Joffrey, son of a bitch, Jaime Lannister, son of Tywin, or Bronn, son of you wouldn't know him?
So I made the image relatively easy by just placing Bronn on there.
Well, I suppose so. After that cat question, I think we did deserve to give them a couple of easier ones.
So Blood Ravenclaw is making a little bit of a leeway for himself there. Next question is Prince Oberyn Martell is nicknamed the Red Viper because of his combat N, his pride in drawing blood first, his knowledge of poisons, his 9-time attacks, and his ruby-colored armor. So this is a pretty hard question there.
Oh, Williams Montero, thank you very much for subscribing.
Ah, thank you. I used to hear the noise when somebody subscribed, but... Ooh, that's actually... I wasn't sure of the answer myself. This one is made by Fringlish, of course, who throws in every trick in his book to make you answer it wrong, of course, but it was knowledge of poisons.
Yeah, sometimes I throw the tricks in twice. Yes, he was known as the Red Viper because of his knowledge of poisons, and that's actually what got him exiled to Essos in the books. Because he was fighting someone and in a duel, and they accidentally died because of poison. Sand snakes were also big on a poison, yeah.
The Night King was created using a shard made of Valyrian steel, blue ice, dragon glass, or weirwood. Sorry for interrupting, I had no time.
Yeah, no, one that should be fairly easy, this one. And there we go. So the Night King was creating a shard made of dragon glass. Valyrian steel, of course, didn't exist when the Night King was created because it was made before the rise of the entire Valyrian freehold and Valyrian Empire. Blue ice, which is an actual material you can find on Earth. Dragon glass, which is obsidian or volcanic rock. And then weirwood trees, well, it's a bit hard to get a shard of wood. I suppose they could have made a big splinter, but...
How many arrows does Ramsay Bolton let loose at Rickon Stark? Is it 3, 5, 2, or 4? And the image you see his, well, fateful moment just before he dies.
A bit of a tricky one, this one. You have to make sure to have watched the show to remember how many arrows he lets loose. It is definitely a tricky one.
Oscar. We don't have that answer. Maybe he shot many more. Maybe he missed like 50 times before they were like, okay, we're using this one.
Pretty even split with this one. 31% of you got it right. He did shoot 4 arrows at Rickon Stark before, unfortunately, he was killed in Jon Snow's arms.
The next question is, who created the secret tunnel in the sewers on the Casterly Rock? Is it Tyrion, Tywin, Jaime, or Tidget Lannister?
That's Tyget.
Tyget?
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys a clue for this one. It is a Lannister. A Lannister built these when they were put in charge of the sewers of Casterly Rock. But a Lannister built them.
You're having fun, though.
It was Tyrion Lannister. I presume because of a lot of people went for Tyget Lannister, you knew the books, where Tyget Lannister was the Lord of Lannisport. So the person who ruled the town where the sewers probably went to and then ran under. But it was Tyrion Lannister who actually made the secret tunnels.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he also said it when he escaped after he shot his father in the shows.
Yeah. Quick note for you guys, if you miss out right now about the gift codes, do not worry, because there are 4 more quizzes after this.
What is Sansa Stark's favorite treat? Is it apple cakes? Is it strawberry rhubarb pie? Is it lemon cakes? Or is it honey cakes?
This is from way back in the first season of Game of Thrones. When she first goes down to King's Landing, you hear this little tidbit. So I hope you guys remembered it.
Lemon cakes. I love lemon cakes.
2/3 of you got that correct. There we go. Should point out that her favorite treat is apple cakes in the game because she prefers desserts, and I think it's called an apple cake. But yeah, lemon cakes are her favorite dessert in the show. 2/3 of you got that, so that's good. We've got Alisane down in first place, Bloodraven in second, Trantor in third, Sphinx and Kara bring up the rear in fifth.
Last question. Dead creatures revived by White Walkers are also known as walkers, nopes, zombies, or whites.
Again, what is the term used to describe them in the show? Do you have any idea, Reaper?
I think it's white.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
Ah, I would have said walkers.
I think you're missing a R in that. It's right.
Right. Okay, so I guess that was it. Or is it?
Yep. No, they are called white. 60% of you got that right. Walkers is what they're referred to in The Walking Dead. And zombies, they basically are zombies, but they're never called that in the show. And nopes.
Okay, we have Alessana, first place, Blood Ravenclaw, second place, Sphinx, third place, and Trento, fourth place. You all will have a prize. If you haven't got a prize code in the game, please let me know, but I don't think that's possible, because then I would have had complaints by the previous one as well.
Stardust, very unlucky there in sixth place. I can see you spent, you can also see the time they spent answering the questions. So Stardust spent 2 minutes, 27 seconds answering, which is the lowest out of everybody in the top 10 leaderboard, and yet has 90 points. Either you arrived late or you got 1 or 2 questions wrong. You were very close from being on the leaderboard, so next time you should be able to get in there.
Definitely. So let's do the other Gotwic quiz.
Well, we have 2 more Gotwic quizzes, so we can do one of those, then go through the quotes or the books, and then back again. It depends. What would the chat like to see as the next quiz? What are we going to go for?
So 2 more about Gotwic, 1 about quotes, 1 about books. What do you mean small break? Why do you need a break?
Well, I am out of tea.
What do you mean continue, Bloodraven? Okay, we'll do the game next because I see some gameplays. I saw somebody use please. Yeah, we do 1 more and then I'll just do a little bit talking about the game, just in game, so people can take a break when they need to. The quiz code is 552016. Please put it in the chat as well as the link. I still have it on Control V, so. And the game code, I might as well drop that one myself as well.
Do you want to just go over how people can join again very quickly?
Yes, you can go to, I'll have it open here, just myquiz.org, and you can just, you don't have to register an account, you can just fill in a username and join right away. So you just come here first, you have the code, you press join, you just accept the privacy, and, well, Kosi can't join officially. I believe I am. So you just have to do a nickname and you can join right away. You don't have to sign in or anything. Just go right in there. Easy, right? Shall I just make Oscar a mod for now so he can just throw in stuff without...
And you can win more than once. Each quiz is independent. So if you get first place, you need to fight everybody else, and other people might get jealous. But if you know enough, you can win more than once. I don't think there's a limit.
No. Kosi, you need to learn. You need to start learning. You can't disrespect mods. It can just never happen. All right. Well, I see less people than before, so I'm just going to wait a little bit. At least 53. I want more than 53 in here.
Oh, I think 48. We're just waiting, aren't we? Well, after this quiz, once again, we will talk a little bit about the game. We'll answer any questions you guys have. We're going on a bit of tangent. Just to have a quick 5-10 minute break for people to do their things. And then we'll return back with the next 3 quizzes. Once again, we've got 4 more quizzes going. This is the 3rd one in the season.
I made Oscar mod, but his name is not blue. I'm sorry.
So we've got 51 people connected right now.
2 more. I will not budge.
What, you want 2 more? You're holding this entire quiz to ransom. Come on, Reaper.
1 more. Come on, 1 more. You can do this. 1 more.
Well, there are 59 people watching, so we should have at least 1 more.
Yeah, but my alter ego times 6 is here as well. No, I'm just kidding. I'll start. 3, 2, 1. How many alliance coins does it cost to buy a transnational relocation? Is it 920,000, 810,000, 750,000, or is it 1.2 million?
I put spaces in there to make the numbers easy to read, so they weren't just one lump, and somehow it made it harder for you to say them. I'm not sure how that one works.
So it is indeed 81. No, again. Oh my god. You go.
810,000 alliance coins per transnational relocation. I mean, most people got that right. A lot of people, for some reason, went 920,000.
Yeah, well, it feels like it.
Either way, they're expensive. Right? That's all we can take back from it.
Oh. So as you can see, Oscar has been gracing us with one-shot gift codes as well in the chat. Next question. How many blue diamonds do epic and legendary badge chests cost? Yes, they cost the same. Is it 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, 4,500?
Yeah, there's one thing I don't get. You can get the epic and legendary badge chests both for the same amount of diamonds. It seems a little strange, but you can buy them. They are expensive. They're also one of the only ways to reliably get badges. So save up for them as much as you can.
Definitely. Ooh, that's not much. People had it right. I first had a screenshot of the diamond shop. I was like, nope.
Yeah, that's going a bit easy, don't you think? Oh, BBB, someone new in first place. Let's see if we can hold on to it.
Okay, you do the next question because I see.
As well as my precious. Down in second. I'm in third, which means I'm not allowed to answer the next one. Okay, next question. What is the favourite tavern gift of Robert? Is in what gift do you need to give him to level him up most in the Friendship Tavern? Is it weapons, dessert, jewellery, or books? Not that I suppose a lot of people spend time on Robert, as he seems to be one of the more lackluster commanders out there. But if you had to upgrade him, what would you upgrade him with? The answer is books. 90% of you got that right, so very well done there.
Apologies.
So you do get double points in the tavern giving him books. Got Siri in English minus purple, don't laugh. Hey, if you have the spare commanders, fair enough. Although I know a lot of people who got Robert to grey and then thought, yeah, that's good enough.
Definitely gold for me. I'm not going to check it. What is the highest nobility rank called? Is it Grand Maester? Is it Advisor 3? Is it Maester? Or is it Archmaester?
Interesting one here. You gain nobility rank mainly from merit. It does give you a couple of added bonuses, more diamonds every day. So it's definitely something to work towards. But which one is the highest rank?
What weird noises. My cat was trying to get back inside.
The highest nobility rank is Maester, which is a bit tricky. A lot of you ended up falling for the Archmaester and Grand Maester. But it does go to Maester, being the highest rank out of all of it. Sorry, Ivan, I will make sure not to answer the next questions correctly to knock myself back down, because I shouldn't be in the lead here.
I've seen Map Freezes before. It's doing pretty well. How many daily Weirwood attempts can you do if you are VIP 14? Is it 15? Is it 20? Is it unlimited? Or is it the magic 69?
So these are how many refreshes you can do and go through getting badges and items. So as you can see here, at VIP 14, it is unlimited. So once you get there, you don't have a limit on how many times. So after you get to VIP 14, you can very quickly upgrade all your commanders in a day, as long as you have enough diamonds.
Joker. I have been VIP 14, and then I realized that it's really expensive if you just need to get Heart of the Weirwood all the time. Because you just spend all your blue diamonds, especially in Weirwood memories, until you just run out of money. How much gold does it cost to train one T4 unit without any cost reduction? Is it 200? Oh. Is it 150? Is it 500? Or is it 750?
It's far too much, I'll tell you that for nothing. Got so much gold and grain, it is ridiculous. So yeah, without reductions, it costs 500 gold to train one tier 4. Nearly 2/3 of you got that right. You can reduce it with technology in your advanced military tab, and it's definitely worth getting because it can make things, I think, up to 30% cheaper. I can't remember. Hang on.
Why didn't you tell me I still had to do this? F11. Definitely. Next question incoming. How many troops can reinforce a castle with a level 25 Bannerman Hall without any additional modifiers? Is it 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million, or 3 million? And Cozy, I don't think so because I'm really busy.
You can get an awful lot of additional modifiers, especially in refinement. You can get even more to upgrade. But what is the base amount of troops someone can send to reinforce you with?
Ah, it's an embassy. It should have been an embassy.
Oh, it's Bannerman Hall to make the rally an embassy. Yeah, it should have been the embassy. Sorry, well, it's the same amount either way. It is 2 million troops, either for embassy or Bannerman Hall. 2 million reinforcement with embassy or 2 million rally with Bannerman Hall.
Oh, wait.
It's the same answer, really.
I don't agree. It's 1 million for embassy. How many blue diamonds does the common ordinary ring cost? 50,000, 75,000, 80,000, 85,000. I think so, yes.
Well, we messed up really badly there, so we can only apologise. But we did have to make 6 of these quizzes. We do try our best, but we're only human. We don't get these pre-made for us. We don't get to test it, so I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, I came home from work and it was rush, images, everything. I was just permanently stressed to get there on time. Wait, did Tavo give us this quiz?
Yeah, Tavo gave me these questions.
We can shove away the blame to someone else?
Yeah, we can. I did ask for help, yeah, because there was an awful lot of questions and things to make. I should have checked them. No, it is ultimately my fault.
How many commanders?
Yeah,
are there in game, including Uma? 42, 46, 43, 45. It's something about the Uma. I keep thinking about the WWE guy, this really tanky guy who has about a similar name when I think of Uma.
I know that the Undertaker's in WWE. I know that John Cena is in WWE. That's the extent of my knowledge.
Umaga.
Oh, who knew Reaper was a wrestling fan? And there are 46 commanders now in the game. That's quite a split answer, but 46, most of you did get that right. Or at least the median got that right.
Umaga. I just like the word. Who is the player with the current highest power in the game?
Should point out this question. I did check just in case, but it is by a long margin right now. The current biggest player in the game.
Is it Fogorlok, Lord Savo, Reaper, Kinniston? They know it's not me. I keep losing my army.
I don't think it would be you, even if you didn't lose your army. I'm just being realistic here.
I do see some people clicked on my name just to support me.
But you are a lot stronger than I am. So in my eyes, you're all too bloody big.
I want 300 million research, and I want like 40 million army. That's my goal right now. It's safer for a streamer, believe me. Which commander is the final enemy in all 3 stages of the Weirwood Memories? Is it Simon? Is it Sag? Is it Enzo? Is it Theon?
Right, so this is the Weirwood Memories to gain the Enzo medals. If you've been paying attention, we had this event this entire last week. We did also do an update video for it and an original guide to just give you some hints. There are even some stages which change every time. Quite tricky combat.
Less people had it right than I thought, because I imagined a lot of people had been stuck on this one. It's Sag and Obeen. So if Obeen would have been there, it would have been right as well, of course. He's quite tricky because they keep reducing your might.
It is a tricky one, yes, but if you're like me and most players, we didn't even get that far. And we got to 214, we beat that, and we thought, okay, that's good enough. And we didn't even go to the third lot.
What is the transport tax of a level 25 market without any additional reductions? 6%, 8%, 10%, or 7.5%?
So you can of course make this cheaper with research in your Mesa Tower, but just with the marketplace, what is the lowest amount of tax you pay when you're transporting resources? Well, you know, we need to send me grain.
It's 8%. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't care. I know it in my head now. I think about it. But was it 8% with reduction?
Oh no, it's 8% without any additional reductions. That is, well, 2/3 of you got that right. So that was a fairly easy question, I think.
So the scoreboard is pretty equal, 63 to 58. So everyone has still a chance to win there. How many levels are there in the Westeros Pass? 40, 60, 80, and 100.
Now, once we have 5 seconds left, I will give you a little bit of trivia about the Westeros Pass. Because it was slightly different when it first came out. So we got a couple more seconds. When the Westeros Pass first came out, there were only 60 levels available in it. But did they change it?
Well, if you never bought the Westeros Royal Pass, you probably don't know about the other levels.
Even as free-to-play, though, I've often got up to level 64, 65. You can boost your way slightly higher. However, all the Commander medals are up to level 60. So most of you knew that it was up to 80, though. So if you go to the end, you do need to click on the arrow and manually force it past, but you can see bonuses past level 60, up to 80.
Next question. How much army attack bonus will the dungeon give with a level 60 lord imprisoned? Is it 40, 42, 20 or 30%?
So this is when you have a level 60 lord trapped away in your dungeon, you get bonuses to your army. Just how much of a bonus do you get? It is dependent on the lord level. So if you have a level 59 lord, you get a bit less. If you have a level 30 lord, you get even less than that. But holding a level 60 lord gives you what?
Now you have one quiz, my quiz all, everyone. If you ever want to make a guide, you can share it easily with us. And then we can maybe play it on another stream or whatsoever if it's good enough. It's probably good enough because you see how much mistakes we make. Feel free to make guides, give them to me, and we can... Anytime we can just play them on the channel during a Q&A or a live stream or whatsoever.
Good 75% of you got this one right. And now next question. How much marching speed can you gain from the many-faced god's blessing? So this is after you kill someone. How much of an increase in marching speed do you get? This is at max level. I should probably point that out. I thought it was a bit obvious, but how much do you get, Reaper?
Well, that should be 21. It's 38, 21. Sorry. I always say the right answer first, and then I think, what? What if I'm wrong? Can I still correct myself? And I'm never wrong, of course. But I do doubt myself afterwards.
Still nearly half of you got that right. 21%. It's a bit of a weird number to get, I have to say. 21% marching increase. You couldn't get 20, 25, couldn't go for a round number?
Never. What troop type is the Harrenhal deserter? Is it infantry, cavalry, spearman, or bowman? Don't forget, the faster you answer, the more points you get.
Well, this is one of the newer troop types, troop medals, which are available in the troop appearance. One I hadn't really heard of before, but it's in there.
It's there. It's there. Believe me. Nice. Oh, a lot of people know that.
Well, a lot of people knew that. I didn't. But yeah, 73% of you knew that it was infantry.
Sleep is making a good lead here. 4 questions to go. And Raimi is starting being a total bitch again. That's my guitar. This is why it doesn't play anymore like it used to. Sorry. How much infantry defense can you gain from a fully upgraded Angry Smallfolk troop type? So this one is really hard because most people will probably never have checked it, especially if you don't have it. But good luck with it.
True. Well, I did get these sort of hard questions, but I didn't make it that hard. Because if you think about it, we got a 5%, we got a 10%, we got a 20%, and an 18%. So what one is it? Oh, 37% of people went for the 18%. Yeah, I went for the the only nice round number one.
For whoever is in the lead, you're even winning from Fringlish, who's showing up in the leader again.
Oh, I haven't answered a lot of the questions, and I've got to stop it now because I get too high. I try and remain just under the top 5, but sometimes that doesn't work. Sleep really running away with it with the 88 though.
What is the first place placement prize in the training rounds? Is it 2k diamonds, 1.5, 5,000 or 2.5k diamonds?
So this is the placement prize, which comes up every few days. How many diamonds do you gain if you're first place?
And it was 2,500.
Again, a bit of a tricky one. It isn't the hourly or the every 3 hour present you get. This is the placement prize. So the one you get at reset for weekly, yes.
It's crazy low though.
It is. It's crazy low for the amount spent on it, and not very many people look at it.
Okay, next question in 1 second. What is the base hospital capacity for one level 25 hospital? Is it 25,000, 40,000, 45,000 or 50,000?
Bit of an easier one here, and something that a lot of people really should know, because it's you base your basically building your city around it to know your hospital capacity. I mean, most people I think go for 10 hospitals because it gives them a bit full army and a bit of spare.
It's 40,000. Yeah, a lot of people have the answers right that I like. Yeah, I know that, but I forgot. One more question in 14 seconds. Wait, we have to talk more.
Oh, we can talk away. Should we point out that level 25 hospital? The level 25 hospital gives you 5% extra health, so it's very useful for upgrading your entire army.
What is the base attack of the oil barrel wall defense? You have to be kidding me. Who knows this crap? I have no clue. Or 100. I think it's a bit of a giveaway. It's all about speed on this one, I think.
Just a bit, but I did go for a stat that I think nobody in their right mind would know. Because honestly, who looks at the wall? Who even looks to build them? You build them and you forget about them. You repair them occasionally if you get attacked, but you don't get attacked that often.
Yes.
Yeah, so it has 100 base attack.
Not bad. So I see Not in Prison yet again, and Xylee as well. I've seen Cobra and Sleep dominating this one, and BBB as well. So good players. And Sleep has won this one. BBB second, Cobra third, and Xylee fourth. Not in Prison yet, missed out just again.
I've seen has Not in Prison won a code yet?
I don't know. Can't remember. You were on 6th place. You were dangerously close to nicking a goal from someone.
I have to just back off a little bit because I try and make sure I'm not in the top 5, but
that's wrong. So we have 3 more quizzes. Yes, we do.
3 more quizzes for you. Yeah. I'm just thinking, Not in Prison. If you're in the chat, have you won a code yet? You haven't, have you? I'm thinking we have a couple of spare codes, and he has got in the top 10 like 3 times. So we might have to give him one of the extra codes just from getting in the top 10 3 times. If you can do it a couple more times.
If he's so good, then he can win the next one.
Well, hopefully, yeah. But again, you need to be quick as well. Like if you miss out on a couple of seconds, you can lose those points you need to win.
Didn't we go for a small break here? I already put it on.
Yeah, we'll go for a small break. If you have any questions about the game, now the time to answer. We can answer. Well, we can try and answer most things about the game, and then we shall start a new quiz. So we'll have the new code available on screen now.
Yeah, feel free to join whenever. How much break? 5 minutes?
5 minutes, not longer than that. I'd have to make a cup of tea, really.
Yeah, you join there, and I'm gonna quickly do my dailies, which I always forget.
You might want to look away if you have any sensibilities about unspent motivation.
That's I should go on Gotham because I sure as hell know that my bubble is about to drop, and they love murdering me. How do I get there? 5 minute break. Feel free to join the room. It's 552012. 90 people in. You have 5 minutes to join, and then I started. It's about quotes. Quotes made by Game of Thrones characters. The quiz is made by Fringlish. The best quiz we save for last. So the last of the 6 is the best quiz made by me. Of course, that's the best quiz. No, just kidding. Well, it is. It's the most beautiful quiz. I made a lot of pictures for it.
You did. You had a lot of fun with that. That's when we were testing out the rest. The other quizzes we had 4 hours to make them properly.
Whoa, I'm alive.
Oh, terribly sorry now if you can hear the kettle. I'm just making some tea.
Oh, that's it.
I do not put my milk in first, Oscar. Good Lord, you take that back.
Come on, give me tea on. So the code is in the chat, right? Because I'm quickly just showing this stuff here.
Yep, we've got the gift code. Make sure to join this quiz ready for when we set off.
This is Gotwic Mobile, by the way. The last one playing it. No, I'm just kidding. So it's gaining a lot of popularity, but I'm kind of waiting for it to hit European popularity chords. And I think it's not out for mobile yet in Europe.
It's a bit of a different game, Gotwic Mobile, because there's no resource cards. All your resources have to be open.
Yep.
So you run out of resources stupidly quickly. Well, everybody does. Paying, winning, all the players run out of them.
Actually, I like how shiny it is. Everything is so beautifully shiny. So just in case you joined, the code is 552012. Go to, where's my chat? Why do I have 16 up? I don't have the link anymore to the website. Oh my god, I screwed up. Oh no.
Should point out for the gift codes, we're not exactly sure what they give you, but they are ranked. So first place gets the best gift code, then we have second place gift codes, third place gift codes, and fourth place gift codes. Each one being slightly better. So the first place gift code should give you quite a bit.
Oh wait, I was not doing this. Yes. A few more minutes and we start. Tam tam tam. I'm playing too much games at this point. I don't have time to keep up with everything.
Yeah, so while we've got you all gathered here, just a quick question out for the chat. What sort of videos do you like best? Obviously, we had the little bit of the quiz last time, but do you prefer guides on events? Do you prefer guides on just information in the game? Do you like combat guides? Do you like it when we just do something random, spontaneous? Like, what do you guys like to see on the Forgotten Games? Because we have a massive thank you to give out to all of you for reaching over 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for that. We didn't imagine that we'd ever get that far. At least not in it. This channel's not even a year old, or is it just about a year old?
No, we started in December 2019 with actively making content. At that time I was on 10 subscribers or something. So yeah, we grew a lot in 8 months, 3k subs. I checked, because I was checking a public speaker and he had an option to submit your channel, really. And I was checking all the other channels, and I've seen people who literally make content for 10 years. And they actually make good content, but they're not being picked up at all. I saw someone who made 11 years of active content, every week a few videos, and he had only 7k subs. And I'm like, come on, we're already at 3k, over 3k in such a short time. That's so amazing. All the support you guys give us, it's super.
I think it's a combination of 4 things. First, being your natural charisma reaper. Second, being, of course, your cats. Third, being my accent. And fourth, the mystery of nobody actually knowing who we are.
Oh, yeah, and you're never finding out. Well, maybe.
But yeah, if you did got Seri in English, thank you very much. If you do enjoy sort of short horror stories, I do read out creepypastas and occasional poems and things on my second channel, which I should really do more of, but I need to make Forgotten Games videos first.
Nobody, who knows who Fringlish is?
That wasn't me, Oscar. The twerk dance on... I don't even have a Facebook account. I used to stream... when this game first came out, Game of Thrones Winter is Coming, I used to stream with someone called Eric Schon from Norway.
That is that.
And that was him. Yeah, I've never appeared actually on camera without a mask on.
I'm quite sure it was Eric. Yes, who twerked. Quite sure.
Yeah, I'm the guy in the mask, but you've never actually seen me.
Oh, the Q&As. Yes, a lot of people love the Q&As. They go really well. Curse of the Weirwood. That was indeed the the previous memories of the Weirwood memories. Were like totally not getting through whatsoever.
Yeah, that's it's quite a bit to work for. Yeah, we should start doing more Q&As then. Especially now we're both sort of back to a normal routine. We should figure out a day and do some more Q&As occasionally.
Yeah, Friday is always the best, but something has to fill the void for Commander of the Week. We have one planned, Kravras. We've been planning this for many months.
I should point out for those of you waiting for it, Reaper does have the audio. Reaper has the audio. The audio's done. It's been recorded. Admittedly, I took 2 months to do the audio, but it's there. It's done.
We renamed it to Commander Spotlight because
Yeah, we're not doing it a week.
okay, not as many members. Are the 5 minutes over?
Yeah, 5 minutes are over. We only have 44 people watching though right now.
Yeah, we have to pick up the. It was the God Mobile. Just threw everyone out. Okay, let's start this one. 3, 2, 1. Who said? Oh my God. I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me. Lyanna Mormont, Sansa Stark, Arya Stark, or Sir Brienne of Tart? Is that a Sir?
Yeah, she was technically knighted as a Sir. Because of course there weren't any female knights in Game of Thrones, so she was just knighted as a knight, and the only title for knight was Sir. I should point out for those of you who don't like or do like George R.R. Martin, the only pictures in this quiz are just different pictures of him.
I saw it.
Because I couldn't put the characters because that would be showing off, or I couldn't put scenes they are in as that would give you guys a clue. So I just put all the pictures of George R.R. Martin.
God, have mercy.
Yeah, and that was Lyanna Mormont in one of the latter seasons.
Who said? Sorry, go drink until it feels like you did the right thing. Tyrion Lannister, the Hound, Bronn, or Robert Baratheon?
You'll probably find in a lot of these questions, the answers boil down to the Hound, Bronn, Tyrion, or someone else. Because there's an awful lot of good lines from those characters.
It was Bronn. A lot of people are having 43 is not bad.
No, it's not bad. At least it's the majority. So, well, not the majority, but you know what I mean. The biggest answer. So a lot of people went for Tyrion, which is, to be fair, I think is quite close because Tyrion and Bronn do spend a lot of scenes together. So they had it close.
Who said, "Hush, Hodor, no more hodering"? Was it Brank Stark? Was it Rickon Stark? Was it Osha or Jon Snow?
I'm terribly sorry. That should be Bran Stark. Rickon with a small c. Oh, yes. Top quality quizzes here. Absolute top
that
quality.
moment that she's just done making these quizzes.
Oh, God, when they pop up on screen and you know it's far too late, you've already fucked up.
It makes us more human.
Once again, people remember the scene it's from. They don't necessarily know who said it, but over 85% went for the people in the scene. So it was Bran Stark who said it.
Oh, sure. Rickon was never in the neighborhood of Hodor.
No, but 85% did remember the... 85% of you did remember the scene it was from. So people were getting close.
Next question. Who said the man who passes the sentence should swing the sword? Was it Ned Stark, Tywin Lannister, Grey Worm of the Blackfish? You should know this one. It's important that you know this one.
Well, it's one of the first sort of sentences. Also, a lot of characters reference it later on. They do talk about this character as well.
It was Ned Stark very well. 86% had it right.
Yeah, they got it there. Then they went for the Tywin Lannister, who I suppose is ruthless, but I don't think he'd dirty his own boots killing someone. You don't think he'd do it himself. He had the mountain to do that for him, and the horse they rode in on.
So we see some familiar names in the leaderboard. Tormund, Alessana, BBB, and Aprivan Gumar, but Baba also made it this time. Who said, I have a tender spot in my heart for cripples, bastards, and broken things? Was it Jon Snow, Tyrion Lannister, Robert Baratheon, or Jaime Lannister?
I had a hard time making this quiz, actually, because first of all, I got 20 quotes together, and then I realized, oh, hang on, 18 of these are from Tyrion. So I had to change it up quite a bit.
He had the most speech time as well on the show.
Yeah, 90% of you remember this. So this, I think, apart from the 100% easy questions, this is the question that most of you got right since the start. 90% knew it's Tyrion.
Next question in 3, 2, 1. Who said, I grew up with soldiers. I learned how to die a long time ago. Was it Ned Stark, Robb Stark, Robert Baratheon, or Peter Baelish? You'll get them as how you type them. Of course, that is Peter Baelish. Come on, Baba. You have to be fast now. Time to shine. Popster is showing up. Is popping up. I should have said popping up.
Yeah, Ned Stark and Robert Baratheon, the clear favourites there. Most people went for Robert Baratheon, but it was actually Ned Stark, who grew up, of course, with the Knights of the Eyrie, same as Robert. But Robert had distinctly less to do, and he didn't speak about things that weren't whining and whoring.
Who said, the night is dark and full of terrors? Was it Ygritte? Was it Cersei Lannister, Melisandre, or Daenerys? And a golden tip, it's a female.
Oh, yeah, well, you're definitely helping them out there. Now, it should be pointed out that this phrase was oft repeated in the show. A lot of people said it. But who said it first? Who was the one that coined the phrase and brought it to our attention? 93.3, beating Tyrion there. A couple of you guys went for Ygritte, which is a bit strange. If you remember, the sentence is from the religion of the Red God. Tormund in first place there, actually, now. Behind him, Popster and Alysanne, Aprivan Gumar, and Baba in fifth. Come on, Baba, you got to do a bit better than that.
Come on, Baba. Who said, that's what I do. I drink and I know things. Tyrion Lannister, Varys, Bronn, or Jon Snow? Sorry, checking the names of people in here.
Yeah, sorry, I was drinking tea there. It was, of course, Tyrion Lannister. 100% of you got that right.
Nice. Yeah, but Baba, I see you always like one of the last answering. You win if you're fast as Tormund. Very well. Yeah, he drinks and no things.
Sounds like a good job description, actually.
Who said, there is no cure for being a cunt? The Hound, the Red Viper, Bronn, or Tyrion Lannister? Yeah. If you use those words, he's a lot faster.
Ooh, not quick enough, though. May have.
He was so fast, he said the wrong one.
Yeah, it does sound like something the Hound says, but it was Bronn who actually says it.
Yep. The Hound did use that word really often, yes.
It's true. I think it was one of the Hound's favourite words from using it. He called them all cunts, but he never said there's no cure for being one. That was pure Bronn to Tyrion. So, tricky one there. And question, who says, a lion does not concern himself with the opinions of sheep? Give you another clue. It's a Lannister.
Yeah, this one is pretty remarkable as well because I remember the scene. Seeing the quote, I remember the scene because it was a pretty scene with the deer where he was cutting open, etc.
It does stick with you, and 90% of people would agree it was Tywin Lannister, and he was speaking to Jaime Lannister. So it's definitely one of the striking scenes in the first season. Yes, we've got quotes from all over.
I think Tywin was one of the best actors, or at least the most impressive actors on the show. Except when he was on the toilet, yeah.
Sir Charles Dance, yeah. Absolutely consummate, wonderful actor, who you can see in lycra and sweatpants if you Google on YouTube.
Who said power resides where men believe it resides? It's a trick, a shadow on the wall. Cersei Lannister, Littlefinger, Varys, or Tywin Lannister? I think it's first season because it was Robb was attacking. Tyrion was getting all these rebels from the Eyrie region to join the Lannisters. And it was one of his first appearances. Varys, almost 80%, so that's pretty good.
A lot of you remembered it. I thought quite a few people would go for Lannister or Cersei because of some similar phrases they went for, but most of you didn't fall for it.
Who said, if you think this is a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention? Was it Ramsay Snow, Joffrey Walters, the Hound, or the Mountain?
No, that must have definitely been George R.R. Martin when he read the script. Anyway, 81% of you got Ramsay Snow there.
Yep.
Definitely one of the... It was quite remarkable the way they did it. Game of Thrones was a really good show up until that last bit when it torpedoed itself off the shelf. But nobody thought they could hate anybody more than they could Joffrey. Everybody hated Joffrey. And then Ramsay said, hold my ale and watch this.
I love Ramsay. Who said, any man must say I am the king is no true king? Tyrion Lannister, Robert Baratheon, Tywin Lannister, and Daenerys. And we can give a little tip. It was said to Joffrey.
Well, I suppose you've ruled out Daenerys then. At least in Robert.
Ramsay was amazing. He was the perfect form of evil.
Not chaotic evil.
It was Tywin, indeed, just before he sent Joffrey to bed.
You need to pay an awful lot more attention to all the questions that contain villains.
Villains are life. Without villains, you don't have a story. Next question. Yeah. Who said, if I fall, don't bring me back? Jon Snow, the Hound, Tormund Giantsbane, or Bronn?
This was one from the later seasons here. And yeah, Cat, it's not really best to put the answers into chat if you know them. But there is a 7-second delay, so I don't think it really changes that much.
Yeah, you can join the quiz if you wonder by going to myquiz.org, and soon there will be a new code. What's the code of this one? It's a bit late. We're almost done with this one. After this, we're going to do another quiz, and you can just join on that quiz as well.
But yeah, this was Jon Snow who said that. 2/3 of you got that right. Oh, no problem, Kat. It was not really a big problem. I mean, there is, 15 seconds delay now? Seems to stretch out slightly.
Who said he was really a cunt, wasn't he? Lady Olenna, Sansa Stark, Arya Stark, or Gilly? Well, this one is almost obvious just by the persons who you give as option.
Yeah, he really was a cunt, wasn't he? Something that you didn't really expect from her when she said it.
It's officially Asterix.
How do you pronounce that then? Casterix. Casterix, eh?
It was Lady Olenna indeed. I remember the scene, I just don't remember the context.
This was when she was talking about her poisoning Joffrey when
Yes.
Jaime was sacking Highgarden, I think.
5 more to go. Alessandro has taken the lead again and with a great gap as well. Who said chaos isn't a pit? Chaos is a ladder. Littlefinger, Varys, Aegon Targaryen or the Hound?
An easier one here, I presume, because that sentence has been often bounded about in Game of Thrones. So I hope most people get it. A lot of you answering quickly as well in this one, so I have hopes. Yeah, 85% of you went for Littlefinger there.
Not bad. Aegon wasn't even in the show. It will be in the next show. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, it depends what Aegon you're talking about. But yeah, they weren't in the shows. They cut out a massive part of the books for that.
Wait, wasn't Aegon the Conqueror was before the show? He was the one building King's Landing.
Yeah, no, the other Aegon Targaryen, the bastard, the one who survived and was with John Connington and all that.
Who said, I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room. There goes my monetization. The Hound, see above, he said it, and it was awesome. Wait, what's the wrong one? We have to choose the wrong one.
I think the only right one there is the Hound. Yeah, there we go.
What if I mixed the questions up? The answers, I mean.
Then people will get very confused on this one.
The Hound. Here was the Hound with his C word.
Yeah, this was when he was taking Arya at the moment back to Riverrun, trying to get him to the family for money.
Who said, the things I do for love? Jaime Lannister, Shae, Tyrion Lannister or Ygritte? Oh, I think most of you remember this scene.
I think it was this scene that got a lot of people hooked onto Game of Thrones. Because it happened right at the end of the episode. Because up until that point, sure, you saw a zombie or it's scared, like 5 minutes of build up, 10 seconds of zombie. You saw someone being sort of beheaded, but it was slightly off camera, a tiny bit of blood, and then suddenly the episode ended on this.
Yep.
Like, wow. And then you watch the first season in one night.
I did not. I had only the first episode to go on.
89% of you got that right.
Who said, everything's better with some wine in the belly? Tyrion Lannister, Bronn the Hound or the Red Viper?
I've only got a couple questions left, so Tormund is catching up. We'll see what happens.
So, if you're winning this from Epifungor, you have your first code. So you have this question and the question afterwards. Ooh, no, you left the building. It was Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, still two-thirds of you people, two-thirds got this one right. We're closing in the last question in order to gain some last-minute points. BB wants to try and get up onto that leaderboard again.
Final question. Alessandra can't be beaten, I think, unless she made a mistake and Tormund is really fast. Who said, you're like one of the birds from the Summer Isles, aren't you? A pretty little talking bird, repeating all the pretty little words they taught you to recite. Cersei Lannister, Podrick Payne, Littlefinger or the Hound?
Oh, do you remember this one, Reaper?
Oh, I remember this one.
Nice, Romina.
Ooh, it was Cersei. What have you done? It was the Hound.
Yeah, no, it was the Hound that said that.
No, Cersei also said something to Sansa at the start.
Oh, it was the Hound that said the whole thing. Cersei often called Sansa a little bird.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't get that quite right. It was the entire context, the entire sentence.
So Alessandra won, Tormund second, Pops to... you moved all the way to 7. Stardust just came dusting in, taking the 4th place. Ooh, Upper Vangarmar, almost. Well, that's 4 winners for you. And, hello, where's my game? Let's put the game on the background so people don't see my horrible background. Game of Thrones. Come here. So let's just quickly open up the next one. That's maybe better. My quizzes. So what we have is one more Gotwic, but it's a well, I made it, so I can say it's good. And we have one more. What is it? The book quiz, which is really hard. For people.
Yeah, we have a quite tricky one. We also have a Reaper's clean and nice one. So I think we're going to go for the books first, and then finish off on a good one.
Yes, the next code is 552008. This one is for the books. Pity the soul who feels lost doing this quiz. This one is going to be a little bit tricky, and after that you're going to have all your Gotwic satisfaction again streaming to your refrains, I suppose.
All the questions are hard. I think I maybe put 5 hard questions in there. Yeah, I put 5 hard questions in there, 10 normal questions, and then the other 5 I'm not sure. It depends on how people read the books, but there's a couple of tricky ones here.
So there's 8 more codes up for grab in the next 2 quizzes. No, that's not true. There's 10 more codes because the last quiz also has 6 winning spots. Or 5. Or 6. Or 5. Either one. It's going to be...
Should point out something I hid from Reaper up until this point. There's even more to play for in the last quiz, because the first place winner will get a free game of the genre of their choice.
Among Us. No, just kidding.
It could be Among Us, but the first place winner will... You just need to have Steam in order to redeem a gift code, but the first place winner in the last quiz will also gain a game, completely free game for them to play of the genre of their choice.
So they can only pick the genre.
Yeah, they pick the genre. If they have a certain game in mind that is available, then we'll try and get it for them. But I try and give them a free game of the genre that they choose, whether it be strategy, action, shooters, puzzle, whatever they're into, really.
Remy, say hi. No? Okay. Just park your fat ass there. Sorry, you heard that. Now, you can't choose a game. You can only choose a genre. I think. Is Fringlish available? Isn't he talking all the time?
Do you mean... How do you mean available?
I think I muted him all this time. Sorry.
Am I muted?
No, of course not.
For good's sake.
Okay. Can you hear Fringlish?
You can hear me, right? I didn't mess up all that, did I?
No, my desktop audio is going wild. Oh, they gave me money again. Sorry. How much we have? 20, come on, people. 27 people is going to play. Come on. A few more. I think they hear you.
I mean, it is a tricky one, but if you can beat everybody else, you can still get those first prize, second prize, third prize. There's still 4 gift codes up to grab.
Okay, we start in 1 minute. Can we get a timer on?
Okay.
Oh, I have no admin for me. Nice. I have to do that myself? What? I'm a host. I don't have that.
Just pull up Streamlabs and...
Just checking what the image was. Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that the little something we're working on right now?
That was something else. Let's see.
Just before we go, because it's painful to actually know, could you spend some of that motivation or those hearts?
This one?
Like you're completely full. You're completely full on them, and it annoys me to know that it's completely full. There.
I've been working all day. I came home. I had to do the quizzes. I had to talk to you first. I had to do all this stuff. I can't just click on stuff all the day. What am I researching? I don't have gold. This is so annoying. Ooh, I'm not researching anything. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, shit. Okay, I was working on commandership, I think. I was just gonna max it out. I wanted to finish my Advanced military. Look, I have the two most important one done ready. So I have 30% reduction on the costs of these. So I'm almost done with the advanced military. This is complete. This one is also complete. This one is complete. This one is complete, of course. This one is not complete. Who cares? This one is almost complete. This one is not complete yet, but soon. This one is not complete yet. This one is complete. Been doing some iron defense. I think the iron defense, if it comes to defense, it's gonna be really important. So,
It looks like you've only got another 8 years of research left.
yeah, almost done. Okay, how is our quiz going? 29. Okay, I'm gonna start it. 1, 2, 3. Wait. When was the first book named A Game of Thrones published? How can people know this? Is it 1st of July 1993, the 6th of August 1996, 10th of May 2001, 24th of October 1998?
Now, this looks fairly tricky, but just focus on the year. Like, don't worry about the rest of stuff. Just focus on the year. Still, 60% of people got that right.
Oh yeah, I always do that. I just started researching and I realized that I didn't have any gear up. But that's because I'm always working on guides or I'm editing. I'm always working. So crazy. Soon I'll have my own editors and etc. and I'll be famous. No, just kidding. Alright, next question. What will be the upcoming 6th book of the series be called? The Winds of Winter, A Dance with Dragons, A Dream of Spring, or The Hedge Knight?
Well, it's been coming for, what, 7 years now? So I have high hopes that we're ready this decade.
Didn't he fail his deadlines a few times already?
Yeah, but I think he can afford to now. Like, what are you going to do? Not buy the book? Not likely.
Maybe HBO will sue him for... Nah, not bad. I probably wouldn't be doing too well in this quiz.
Oh yeah, he did a lot of writing in quarantine, which is nice. But yeah, 70% of you got that right. Going in now. Liquid in the top spot. I think a newcomer to the quiz, so well done. Ice Sock Dicks. Which I'm being very careful in my pronunciation.
I would just keep pronouncing. Where was Robb Stark born? Winterfell, King's Landing, Erie, or River Run?
A bit of a tricky one here if you guys haven't read the books. Of course, you should know he was born during war. During the war, the rebellion. Yeah, only 29% of you got this one right. He was born in River Run because he got married. Ned Stark and Catelyn Tully got married in River Run, where she became Catelyn Stark, and then he rolled off to war. So Robb didn't see Winterfell until he was nearly a year old.
So Ice _Sock _Dix is in the top laning spot now.
Yeah.
What is the narrow...
I'm in second.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I was in second place. I got to stop answering questions.
Oh, true.
What is the narrow door in the floor of the High Hall of the Eyrie called? That's used for executions.
So Moondoor, Moonfall, Stardoor, Starfall. What will it be? Let the star fall.
88% of you got that right. Sorry, I like the book so much I'm answering the questions. I really shouldn't, so I'll stop now.
Yep. Cozy. That now finally you make a good sentence. What animal is on the coat of arms of the House Arryn? You remember the House Arryn? Is it an eagle, an otter, a beaver, or a falcon?
House Arryn, of course, the ruling house of the Eyrie, whose words are as high as honor. Should give you a little clue there. As high as honor.
Another clue is the Knights of the Vale rode in onto Ramsay Bolton's army. Bit late now. They have no time to answer.
Yep, and it was a white falcon on a sky blue. So most of you got the bird correct. It was just a question of whether it was an eagle or a falcon. It is a falcon.
Falconio. Isn't that right, Remy? What isn't one of the three major ethnic groups of humans in the Seven Kingdoms? The First Men, the Ironborns, the Andals, or the Ruiner?
An interesting one here because it denotes sort of the different types of humans in the Game of Thrones lore, which have been described as having vast physical differences, according to George R. R. Martin.
It was the Ironborn. Because Fringlish know the reason.
The thing is, the Rona are from the old Rona Republic. They mixed in with the Dornish people. The First Men were the first inhabitants of Westeros, and the Andals were the invaders afterwards. The Ironborn are just people who live on the Iron Islands. They're a mix of the First Men and the Andals, but they aren't specifically a type of ethnic group. They're just... It's like the Northmen or the Westerlanders or so-and-so. The Ironborn is just the location.
What can be seen on the coat of arms of the House of Reed? A group of frogs, an island, a bushel of swamp bush, a lizard lion. This is really tricky.
It is one of the most leal bannermen of House Stark. House Reed protects Moat Cailin from attack.
Not bad. Lizard lion.
Half of you got this one correct. A lizard lion. It's often said that they use frogs and they dip their arrows they wipe their arrows on the back of frogs in order to poison them. It also got their nickname bog or swamp devils.
The next quiz will be fun for everyone. It's all about Gotwic. Where was Lord Varys, also called the Spider-Born? Oh, could have used some commas there. Yeah. Is it Lys, Bravos, Volantis, or Tyros?
Well, we all knew he was born in Essos before being sold to a priest, got his bait and tackle chopped off, used in a magic ritual, and then left for dead until he created his entire secret empire and moving his way up to Master of Whispers. But where was he born?
It was Lys. If you saw my Commander of the Week, you'd know. Sorry, I should have said hour.
Born in Lys, where apparently in Lys the blood of old Valyria runs the strongest, which is why you'd often see an awful lot of nobles with purple eyes and bleached hair in Lys.
Commander of the Mont.
Yeah, magic runs stronger.
Okay, what sellsword company does Dario Naharis belong to? The Second Sons, the Brave Companions, the Golden Company, the Storm Crows.
To point out, both these photos are both Dario Naharis. He just changed jawline and hair and structure and eye color.
The handsome one to the right is Dutch, of course. Michiel Huisman. Something.
Yeah, and both of them don't have the blue hair of the books.
You find an actor with blue hair.
That's something you can often find in shops. It's called dye.
That's what they always do in Game of Thrones, dye. Okay, next question. Who did Robb Stark marry? Talisa McGeard, Sherlock, Jean Westerling, or Myra Forrester? Not for long, though. Well, at least 9 men.
No, well, from this photo, they had about 5 seconds left. Probably not the best one there.
Weird surname, though, for a Game of Thrones character. Fringlish would know Mira Forrester if he would keep playing the God game Romina gave him.
I do know Mira Forrester. That's why I put her on as one of the questions there. Not a lot of you got that right. This is a tricky one.
Okay, who were Aegon the Conqueror's, Aegon Targaryen's wives? Visenya and Rhaenys, Daela and Saera, Aliena and Alyssa, Aerea and Rala. Oh my god, I just made all these sounds with my mouth.
Well, you got some of the syllables right, I'd say. Definitely, I think this one's the hardest quiz out of the lot because it's all dependent on the books. I mean, a couple of the images are from the show, but you can't follow the show. You have to know the books to know the right ones.
They sound like
The show
dragons, but
changed so much. Visenya and Reheres. Reneres. Reheres? I got
Rhaenys?
Visenya. That one's easy enough.
Rhaenys. Okay.
Rehanis?
Next
The
question.
two Dorises from Aegon's. Aegon's wives. Let's just call them Aegon's wives. That's easy enough.
What is the largest nation in Essos? Andalos, Bravos, New Gis, and Giti.
So often nations that we don't talk about much because it's mainly focused about Westeros, but just saying, how much do you guys know about Essos?
If Gotwic would just release the Essos region, we all would know these things. Okay.
And yes, it was Yiti. Bravos is a city-state, while rather large, has absolutely nothing on New Gis, Andalos, or Yiti. Andalos has since been conquered, but was where the Andals originally came from, before being burnt by Bran the Hungry Wolf, the old king of the north. New Gis is a very large city-state which controls an awful lot of territory and was one of the main people against Queen Daenerys in Slavers Bay.
What was Sansa Stark's alias when she was traveling with Petter Baelish? Jonker Stone, Cat Snow, Elena Stone, or Little Bird?
I thought of throwing an easier one there for you guys.
Throw in a wrong answer, please. You're slowly grasping for the first place.
I've got to stop answering. I'm having fun. Sorry.
Yeah, I am. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was Elaine Stone. Same in the show. 2/3 of you got that right. I'm annoyed because I never get to play with the gift codes. Like, I always do these, but I never get to win them.
If you want one of the gift codes, we'll just give it to you.
No, I guide others to a treasure I can't possess.
What was the Valyrian steel sword called that was originally wielded by the Targaryen kings? Blackfire, Dragonclaw, Dark Sister, or Dragonfire?
All good names. Now, you may recognize a couple of them, but only one was wielded by the Targaryen kings. The others were either wielded by his wives, or the prince, or so on. But what was the royal blade of the Targaryens?
And something with fire, probably again? Yes. Because that happened multiple times. Not many people had that right, actually.
No, Blackfire was the name of the actual ancestral Targaryen sword. Before it was often considered the right to rule, which is why the bastard house that sprung off the Targaryens, known also as Blackfire, took that name as their house name, because it was named after the sword, and not the sword after them.
Next question. How many castles originally guarded the wall? 19, 13, 7, or 21? Some of you answer so fast. I have no idea. Sorry.
Of the time of the show, only 3 of those castles were still active, but originally 19 castles were constructed along the length of the wall. Damn. Most of them had been abandoned. Of which the 3 castles that remained during the show and the time of the books are set in were Castle Black, Eastwatch by the Sea, and the one I can never remember.
Is it Westwatch? Next question. Who does Bran Stark meet at the Night Fort when opens the Black Gate for him? Oh, who opens the Black Gate for him so he can cross the wall? So, Cold Hands, Bloodraven, Samwell Tarly, and Jon Snow.
Cold Hands being the name of, his uncle disappeared. Bloodraven being Targaryen, the old seer beyond the wall. Samwell Tarly being Sam the Slayer. And Jon Snow being, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
It was Samuel. That was in the show, so...
A lot of you got that right. Cold Hands is the one who saved Jon Snow beyond the wall, but I don't think he ever met Bran Stark, did he?
Not sure. Next question. What is the customary surname of bastards of noble origin in the Westerlands? You see Castle Rock. So you might have a clue. Is it hill, forest, mine, or rivers? Some hesitant answers are popping in.
Well, of course, the bastards in the Seven Kingdoms were each named after the location they're from. If they were born in the north, they're snow. If they were born in Dawn, they're known as sand. And if they were born in the Westlands, they were known as hill.
Hill. I thought it was forest.
No, Mia Forrester is a name that I threw in there so it was in your heads, but the forest doesn't actually exist. There's no land of the forest.
Okay, next one in 2 seconds. Okay, here it comes. Who killed Jon Arryn? Was it Lysa Arryn, Tully? Was it Cersei Lannister? Was it Tywin Lannister? Or the butler did it?
It's always the butler. Come on. The butler always did it. It was the butler with the Tears of Lys in the Maester Tower.
But there was no Maester Towers in the area.
Oh, he was killed in King's Landing. It's what started the whole shebang.
But the Maester Tower was in Old Town.
A couple of you guys also agreed with me. The butler did indeed do it. No, it was Lysa Arryn in a plot with Peter Baelish to kill Jon Arryn. Quite a sad end for the surrogate father of Ned Stark and Robert Baratheon.
Definitely. 2 more questions remain. What was the name of Robert Baratheon's bastard that Melisandre wanted to burn to help Stannis? Was it Mia Stone, Gendry Walters, Edric Stone, or Edric Storm?
The way this is worded, you should have a good guess in between 2 of them. Did you remember the right questions to ask? These are all bastards of, well, apart from one which I put in to confuse you, but they're all bastards by Robert Baratheon.
It was Edric Storm. So
and I must point out this is in the books.
That's why I didn't know
that this happens.
Yeah,
in the show, in the show she also wants to burn Gendry Waters, but in the books it is Edric Storm who was holed up in Storm's End. That the banners after Renly was killed, the Castellan refused to surrender.
Queen's Guard is an alternative term for the King's Guard if the kingdom is ruled by a queen instead of a king. In the history of the Seven Kingdoms, how many times was Queen Guard implanted? 1, 2, 4, or 0 times? So this last question, Blood Ravenclaw starters are fighting for the lead, and then Zeno, Carl, and Alessandra are fighting for the 3rd and the 4th place. So it's going to be really
interesting. It depends on it. It's the second. Right now, the seconds do count. And it was 2 times, yes. The first time was with Daenerys, but there was also Queen Rhaenyra the Good, who established the new gift, who was one of the only female rulers in the Targaryen dynasty that also established the Queen's Guard. I apologize for the image there. I just couldn't resist.
You could resist.
Nope.
First place, Blood Ravenclaw. Second place, Stone. Oh, you're still talking. You're lagging a little bit. Sorry. Zeno, you won a code. Nice. Then I don't have to give you afterwards.
And as you can see here from Cal, managed 4th place, beating Alysanne. While they still had the same amount of points, Cal only spent 2 minutes 48 on 48 seconds on the questions, whereas Alysanne spent 3 minutes 45. So Cal, just that speed enabled you to win that gift code. Congratulations.
The last quiz is ready. Code 541857, and that's going to be the biggest code. There are more prizes. Let me check. There's 6 prizes. And I hope I didn't show them on screen, else, well, good luck typing that over. And, well, it's 25 questions, so a little bit more. 6 people can win the prize, and it's all about Gotwic, and it's really fun. Because I made it. And
not to mention the first place will win a completely free game.
That also.
for them to play. And I'm not talking a crap $1 one. It's an actual proper game that will be available with the genre of their choice. So there's a lot of things to play for. First 6 will definitely win prizes.
Talk about games, please. Make sure you have Among Us, and you also are in our Discord, because we play Among Us a lot of times, and it's fun, it's hilarious, and it's only $4 on Steam.
And it's always Reaper.
And I'm soon back because I need a break.
So make sure you guys join, because we have quite a few gift codes to give away. Again, if you haven't joined yet, it's really easy to join. Just go to the myquiz.org link in the top chat, input the code, put in your nickname. You don't even have to create an account, and away we go. Then you just answer the questions as quickly as you can, gain some points, and you get the code sent automatically to you. The stream appears on the quiz website if you put the code in. Iru! You've linked the quiz in the site again. Okay, make sure you close down the stream. It should be in the corner, because I've just joined as well. You should be able to, you can close it there. Well, this could have gone better. Okay, so I've got 40 people watching now, according to YouTube. Surely we can get a couple more people in to the quiz. This is the easiest quiz there. Everything's on the Game of Thrones game. So if you've been paying attention, you should be able to get quite high. So it's all to play for. This is the last quiz as well. So we have more things to give away. Figure out when Reaper's back. While waiting for Reaper, anybody want to have a chat? Like, how you guys been? I got back to the UK about 2 weeks ago from a lot of travelling, so it's very nice to be back. My quarantine's just finished, so I can now go out, which is nice. Just in time for them to close all the pubs, because the regulations have changed again because of COVID-19. Chat about my accent. How do you got it? You want to have it? Well, actually, my parents gave me this, Ivan. I'm quite fond of it. Yeah, they gave it to me for my birthday, and I've looked after it ever since. Hello, Theon. You can't stay for long. Well, sure. Can you stay for one quiz? We've got one quiz left, Theon, and it's got some amazing prizes. So it'll take about 10, 15 minutes, maybe just a smidge longer. Can you stay for that long, Theon? Got some really good things to give away.
I'm just checking it
out. And hello, Bugra. Welcome. Yeah, this quiz, you just go on to myquiz.org, enter in the quiz code, which Reaper has highlighted on stream, create your nickname, and enter the lobby. It's as easy as that. You don't even have to create an account, you don't need an email address, and if you win, you'll get a gift code sent straight to your screen. So no need to faff about in YouTube or Discord or messages or in-game. You will get the gift code straight away for you to use. And if you do come in first, there is an added bonus. We are giving away a free game of the genre of your choice. You give us the genre, we'll give you the game. You back yet, Reaper?
Yes, I'm back indeed. Yeah, I was wondering. It says link your stream to the thing, and I was like, okay, that doesn't do anything. But now I don't know what it does. It it shows the stream. Very well. We have 31. Can we get some more? Nah. It's been dropping a little bit. It's been a long stream. It's a bit of a run for everyone. This one is all about Game of Thrones. Winter is coming, and it's called What Is This Icon Called? And it has some variety as well. It has some basic ABCD questions, but it also has several images, stuff like that, all the type. So it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, well, you can win more. You don't have to leave if you want something. Okay, I'm going to start it. Shall we start it? If you won, if you're in the top 6 for this one, you will see a code automatically.
There's no middleman, you get the code straight away. And Excalibur Tsu, you sound like a South boy to me. Well, my family's from Manchester if you originally talk like that, so they do talk funny like up north with a bath. But You see, I also have family from Scotland. I mean, it's my grandmother and grandfather from Scotland, eh? It's been a while since I've been there.
He does speak fluent French as well. So
I lived in France for 10 years. I think that's the main problem with my accent. I didn't really have one when I went over there. And then I just listened to the BBC World Service because it was the only... We had a French house way out in the countryside. So we didn't have TV or internet when we first moved there. The only thing we did have was a radio. And I don't know if you've ever listened to French radio. Let's just say it's not great. So the only other radio station available was the BBC World Service. That's the reason why I sound like I'm from the shipping forecast.
What do you mean, Baba? And Novus Post, did you even win one? I kind of remember all the names so far.
Well, to be more specifically Excalibur, they're from Altrincham, which is a little bit different. The UK is a bit strange. I mean, the accents can change 10 miles. You can go 10 miles, suddenly they have a completely different word for hello.
Oh, it could be that I just double-clicked on the code, copy, paste in the win formation. So if there's a space, please just remove all the spaces. Check if there's spaces in the code. It should work. It just works because every code works for everyone. And
remember, there are prizes for the first 6 people in this quiz, plus the game for the first prize. So in the top 6, you will gain the code. Oh, you're about ready to start.
I'm going to start. Someone said wait. Oh, he's asking to start. So let's start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Fill in the blanks. Mark of the dragon. Wild, ancient, true, and real. And you see in the image, you see the icon we're talking about. So it's always an icon in the middle.
Wait, not in prison yet. I saw the username pop up there. Lightning quick, answering this in about 2 seconds. So as long as you got it right, you got a lot of points coming for your way.
Definitely. And these are 25 questions, so 5 more than normal. 2 more winners. So get in the top 6.
As we saw. Mark of the True Dragon. 71% of you guys knew that, and not in prison yet in first. Akzu coming in second, Rainy Day, War Machine, and Gegetsu in there respectively. I'm not sure who's in 6th, but you should be able to see your place at the top if you're currently playing. For example, I forgot to answer, so I'm currently on 0 points.
Nice. And the next question is about to hit. In Alliance Mobilization, what type of quest does this give? Is it Alliance Help, spend diamonds, spend Alliance coins, and trade with the merchant? Don't forget, in the image, you'll see the icon in the middle of the image.
So the question is here, not only how much have you played, but how much do you pay attention? There's an awful lot of ways you can get this information. It's interesting to see how much you guys know about the game.
If you're not in here yet, just hurry. You can still win. Next, it's not. This quest is one of the easiest Alliance Mobilization quests and requires you to trade with a merchant ship for an X amount of tries.
It's a fairly good one, especially if you can get it early, because often there's a rush at the start, so you can get that and do it over a couple of days. But remember, it takes 6 hours for the shop to refresh, so maximum you can get 24 in a day.
What is this icon called? Blessing of the Father, Summon of the Father, Calling of the Father, Bird of the Father. It's a bit tricky because you need to know the first word.
Yeah, I also messed up on that last one. You can do it 16 times a day because there's 4 trades. Just forget what I said earlier.
And 1 second left. And this item is, of course... Well, I put a hint on each one as well. This is used to recover your lord after it's executed. And Summon of the Father. And indeed, Blessing of the Father is a very tempting one. Because, you know, a lot of terms like Blessing of the Mother, etc. And Calling a Bird was absolutely wrong. So a little bit mixed here, and I like that. I like it when you fail.
Still, we got the majority going for Summon of the Father, so it's not too bad. Not in prison yet, still ahead, but only 18 points. Now, we have seen 8 per question, so it is easily possible to catch up.
Definitely. This is a different one. What is correct? What type of meat is this? Is it rabbit meat, deer meat, goat meat, ox meat, or black bear meat? And you see it's green, so that might give you a little hint.
That looks like the perfect cut to turn into bacon. Like, I would salt that, hang it for a week, and then Maybe season it with some paprika, some liquid smoke. Cut it thinly, put it in a sandwich. Looks like bacon to me.
Looks a bit like yes. Ooh, it was goat meat.
It was indeed goat meat. We only had 29% of people get that one right. Yeah, we got quite a varied selection. Not in prison yet with 25 points. 4 questions in. Pops to 25 again, so fighting it out for first place there. Maddie on 3rd, Akzuk on 4th, and Apriguma on 5th.
What is this icon called? This is castle skin. Is it Fort Magnificent, Infernal Fortress, Citadel of Justice, or is it the Titan Fortress? Fast is more points. Don't forget that, guys. You can have more answers correct, but if you're always the last one to answer, you probably lose from someone else.
Now, this is all based off the Titan of Bravos, so it is indeed the Titan Fortress.
Very well. The Titan Fortress depicts the stone guardian in front of the city of Bravos.
Most of you did get that correct, 82%.
Good. That means your in-game knowledge is all up to date.
Good, and Popstar taking the first place there. If you do draw in points, it is the person who spent the least amount of money, least amount of time. So every second counts, even on the other questions.
This one is tricky. Fill in the blanks, tears of... And I know that might be hard when you're on the phone. Then you just have to get your game on right away. So that I didn't really think about that, but yeah.
Also, don't worry about capitals. Capitals don't matter, as we found out when we tested this question.
It's 3 dots. It's not hard. It's just... Oh, nice.
Tears of Lys. Yes, it is.
60%.
Lys.
Kind of wonder what the rest wrote. Tears of Lys are used to poison your own lord when captured.
Doesn't look like Popster got that correct. So not in prison, and Maddie in 35 points each, bursting into the lead. Every second counts. In fact, it even counts questions if you get them wrong. So as long as you're quick and get most of them right, you are in with a chance.
Definitely. What is the item on the icon called? A set sail chest, a mountain clan set, a narrow sea raider chest, an old town chest. Old town student chest.
Bit of a tricky one here, have to say.
If you're keen on getting that specific chest, you probably know it, but they all look pretty different. It is indeed the Narrow Sea Raider chest. The chest containing crafting materials dropped by the Narrow Sea Raiders. Almost 70%, that's correct.
Surprising amount of you got it. I think it's because of the recent events going on, the commissions that allows you to get chests. Many people might remember it from there and at least know what it looks like.
That makes sense, Phil. I always have a few just in backup. Next question. What icon does not belong with the others? So you see 4 icons and you see it really big in the bottom. It's a bit too big. Which item does not belong with the others? Is it sword 1, armor 1, helmet 1, or sword 2? This is random, Salonus. 31. It was indeed sword 1, because the rest is all pieces of the New Lord set, which only has 3 pieces.
Well, I mean, all the rest are silver. It was when we tested this question, I remember messing it up really badly because I thought there's no way it's that easy. Just click the gold one because they're all silver. Yep. So I chose wrongly, and I got 0 points.
It isn't always as hard as it looks. Next question. What is the item on the icon called in Game of Thrones Winter's Come? This is really hard because it was an event item. Honorable Duty Token, Immediate Curfew, Mark of the True Dragon, or is it a Maiden Relic? See how I emphasize Maiden Relic, so you all pick it.
It's not one you see come up often. Didn't you say this quiz would be the easiest one?
Yeah, it's not easy.
Still, 2/3 of you did get it, so it is a pretty easy one. Hasn't been too bad.
I think the other one too, the ones who is least chosen, are really obviously different, and the Maiden Relic is also an event item. So. Why my one backward on game to your screen?
A couple of the questions are in different answers are in different places.
Yes,
in the
that's
game.
true. What is the item on the icon called in Game of Thrones? It's a dragon horn, an ancient dragon horn. Is it a horn of awakening or a horn of summoning? Yeah,
It's definitely a horn, then. We're in agreement there. It's definitely a horn. It's not like a bugle.
Yeah, and this is also why I don't say A, B, C, or D, because it could be in different order for you, which is really confusing, and it's also perfect. This horn can be used to cast special dragon skills. Horn of Awakening.
2/3 of you got that correct as well. So it seems like an awful lot of these questions are at a good 2/3. And Tormund is now in first place.
Yep. Taking a pretty nice lead with not in prison yet on the rest.
We still have 15 questions though, so it's all to play for.
What is this icon called? Is it an ancient hull, a broken hull, a wooden hull, or an oaken hull?
Once again, we're in Hull, which isn't a great place to be. I mean, it's pretty stuck there. But you could get the number 15 bus out and go back to the city. Should point out, Hull is an area around London.
Yeah, you should probably know that if you're British. Not bad. At least 2/3 of the people. Exactly no, not exactly. A little bit over 2/3. Sorry.
Still 2/3 of you.
All right. Sorry, I was putting my shoes on. I'm about to run. I'm just. Next question. What amount of iron would be on a purple resource card? Is it 50k, 150k, 500k, or 1.5 million? So it is... Sometimes you just get this question that throws you a bit of balance because it's totally different with the rest.
Well, that's what the quiz is for. Yeah, just be decisive. See if you guess how much these are.
Yep. See if Tormund can keep his lead. Well, he has no problem taking the lead right now.
Most of you got that right. Again, it's always about 2/3 of people who get this one correct. So, you should call this quiz easy for 2/3 of people.
Maybe 1/3 is just not playing the game at all.
Well, 2/3 of people, it works every time.
And the next question. What is the item on the icon called? Is it a translation? So, a novice transfer, precise transfer, or random transfer, or the other thing?
The other thing, the transnational relocation.
I just broke my...
Costs 810,000 alliance coins, if you remember. This one was a tricky one. Another one that you don't often see much.
There was a hard one, indeed.
Yeah, because this token is the novice transfer. Only half of you got this one correct. And it's something you can use up to castle level 5. So for most of us, we haven't seen it in about a year.
Over a year. Well, I saw it on an alt I made.
Yeah, if you make an alt or something, you can see it nowadays. But it allows you to change server, even to those bubbled, I think, up to castle level 5.
This one is tricky as well. Item is on the thing. Money lender's contract, bank lender's contract, or a money contract. It is a money contract. I mean, it's some kind of contract regarding money. But which one? It's more about the name, not the icon.
Yeah, this icon is used for upgrading the Iron Bank, which is a good way to get diamonds in the game.
Did I accept it last time?
Yeah, 77%. There we go. A lot of you guys got that right. Moneylender's contract. Oh, note. The moneylender's contract is used to upgrade the Iron Bank. Oh, I think I said that already. Whoops.
Yeah, I'll just drop in a note there. It wasn't much trouble. Unless before I realized I had to make a lot more quizzes, then it became trouble. Okay, next one. What is the item on the icon called? Is it a warrior's protection, a warrior's summon, an immediate curfew, or a recall regiment? Come on, you can do this one. Isn't it easy?
One thing that I've found really useful, but thankfully have never had a need of more than I get for free.
That's true. I have way too many of those.
It's fairly easy to gather these, and they've saved my bacon a couple of times. I mean, what is great to use them for is you send your troops out really far, then recall them before they even get to the right location. Good way for hiding troops when you're waiting for further to cool down. So you don't need to actually let them arrive and therefore be vulnerable.
Nice, 83%.
Yeah, that's good. 4/5 of you. Tormund's still in first place, but not in prison, looking to catch up, beat him off that top spot. Then we have Maddie, Liquid BB. Quite a large selection.
What does the item on this icon do? Increase rally size, increase army size, shorten marching time, shorten rally time, or increase expedition damage. And this one is a bit special.
Yeah, make sure to read carefully, as you do need to select 2 answers before confirming.
I really thought there was one answer, which there were 2 answers that could be. I guess I had to play it myself. Sorry. Yes, you had 2 options, and that can really throw you off. But I do see the leaders are still the leaders, so.
Yeah, this is a bit tricky, because they do reuse the icons sometimes. We do need maybe a different color. Maybe if they did a red background or something.
Yeah, they should have. I really double-checked that. Okay, what is the item on this icon called? Is it a rough stone, a refined rough, a wash stone, or a refined wash?
Well, it's got an R in there somewhere then. Oh no, it could be a wash stone. Never mind. Sounds like a tongue twister, actually. Refined rough, rough stone, refined wash. You'll say that 5 times quickly, eh?
Yeah, then I just drape me up off the floor then. The wash stone, that is not too well answered.
Still, 69% of you. Nice.
It's called Yellowstone thingy.
Yeah, Yellowstone. I'm pretty sure most of my alliance call it the Yellowstone refreshy thingy.
It's shorter if you just call it a wash stone.
Yeah, but no, ain't nobody got time for that. You gotta learn things.
Which item is the most expensive to buy with blue diamonds? So this is a bit different again, with the images.
Yeah, so is it the random transfer, the equipment record, the VIP points 500, or the talent archive? Which item costs you the most of blue diamonds?
Let's see who fails.
Yet more things that I've never really had to buy, especially the random transfers.
Ooh. Talent archives are 1200, the rest is only 500 to buy. That's not much. People had it right. Privongar is making his return to the leaderboard again. It's going to be hard to beat Tormund and not in prison yet, who are determined to win and beat every question.
They are fighting out for that first place spot.
This one is really hard. This one was a very short event item. I happened to have collected almost all the icons over time for my wiki, but terms of welfare, terms of surrender, terms of capitulation, or terms of carnage. Which one? It is 500. Should double check myself. Times like these. How dare you? I'm wrong.
How badly are you wrong?
It's 1800.
That is the most expensive then. You done fucked up.
I think I meant to change next names. Okay, whoever. Okay, so we all screwed up once. How many truces can you buy maximum in the Westerosi Navigator Tire Shop? Okay, but if you're really close, you get to the top 6, you get a code for that series. 125 unlimited. Why didn't anyone warn me when we tested this one?
I don't know. We had a... Well, I don't think we knew either. But again, we do make these... we don't have any help making these, so we do try our best. Occasionally some errors slip through, but we do have some extra codes, which we keep in case codes don't work, so we may just give them out to the next place winners, because we can see the top 10. So we'll see who's up there at the end.
Apologies about it. Apologies.
Once again, 2/3 of you got that right. You can buy 2 of these bubbles. It's what I tend to get from the Westerosi Navigator, actually. They're worth 1,000 diamonds each. They're very useful.
What is this icon called? Is it a refinement stone, a rough stone, a refined rough, or a wash stone?
Oh god, not another one of these tongue twisters, eh? Wash stone, rough stone, refined rough, refinement stone. Yeah.
This is a bummer. I thought I was perfect. Well, I am perfect, but my thingy wasn't.
Was that who said to err is to human?
Is a refined rough? It should be a refinement stone, don't get me wrong. Or it should be a rough stone even. But now they're determined to call it refined rough.
No, is Alexander Pope who said to err is human, to forgive divine. So I guess if we forgive you for this, if the chat has been very kind in forgiving us, so that means that they're divine. We're still human because we made the mistakes in the first place.
Which troop appearance is depicted on this icon? Is it a water dancer, a king's guard, an unsullied, or a gold cloak? Not in prison yet, it's just steaming off. I don't know what to remove.
Tormund looks like Tormund messed up a couple of times, shooting back to third place. Gonna have to fight back for second. Oh no, saying that, push straight back into second there.
Yep.
I bet he's hoping that Not in Prison messes up in the next question.
Got Siri and talk. I love his voice. Why? So you can burn me for making a mistake in my quiz. If you want to hear Siri, go to his channel, subscribe. I heard him too in one of Gorman's, how he's called, Grumbold's thingies for the prediction.
So what is this item called in Game of Thrones Winter is Coming? Is it the Spirit of the Were Birch Tree, Spirit of the Were Wood Tree, Spirit of the Were Wood Tree, or Spirit of the Weird Oak Tree?
Somebody just did werewood out of principle.
Yeah, it is the Spirit of the Werewood Tree, the weirwood. It is not a man that turns into a tree every full moon. It is the type of red leaf oak in Game of Thrones called a werewood.
Looks a bit like a birch, though. The white. Okay, wait. Next question. Are you subscribed? I see. This is a poll. I see people voting. Who said no? Subscribe now? The only pain I would have is if someone did I used to be.
Yeah. Well, yes, we're very happy. Thank you very much. 3.14k of you. Absolutely amazing. No, what you're waiting for is completely free. Like, there's a red button, you can just click on it, completely free. I used to be, well, it'd be very sad, thankfully, not he chose that. And I will today. Well, best time.
Nobody will today. Ah, Tavo. Okay, Madit is her hunting for the second place. Last question. What is the item on this icon called in Game of Thrones? Is it a cinnamon roll, an apple cake, a pumpkin pie, or a loaf of bread?
Whoops, I did talk about this one earlier in an earlier quiz when we were talking about Sansa's favourite dessert. So if you were around there, you know exactly what this is.
Lies, it's a lemon cake. Freen is funny, yes. It's apple cake. The apple cake is used to upgrade friendship levels for commanders who like desserts.
Which seems to be most of the commanders. Like, I never have any weapons or dessert. Those are the only two things I really need.
I have a problem with books. Everything is books. The last 15 commands are books. Okay, guys, these were the 6 quizzes we're gonna do today. And Not in Prison Yet won this finally, and he deserved that win. Madid, Tormund, Liquid, BB, and SOS will also get a code from this. Well, you see it, I don't see it.
They get the codes. But Akzuk and Aprivguma are both at 92. How many spare codes do we have? Do we have 2 spare codes?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think if Akzuk and Aprivguma, if you just take a screenshot of your result, meet us in the Discord, we do have some spare codes we should probably give you. And Not in Prison Yet, again, take a screenshot just to prove that it's you. and tell me what type of game you'd like, and we will get you a free game from the genre of your choice for the giveaway.
But I don't know who is Ivan. With the record. Yeah, of course. You would at least have 90 points if you failed on the record. You know that. You know that. So, well, we had some amazing fun. We had 6 beautiful quizzes. And next time we will just try to do a little bit more quality. Of course, that's on 4K, so start making new accounts and subscribe. No, just kidding. I'm learning Russian, by the way, because everybody's now talking in Russian. Because you might not know this, but I'm on Kingdom 96, ruled by Russians. And I'm going to have fun here. They're very nice people. Much nicer than I thought.
And you can do whatever you want with the codes. Once we've given you the codes, you can give them away to your heart's content.
Yep.
If you won them fair and square, it's now yours. You can do whatever you want with them. That's the main thing. And yeah, can you kill the Rebels, Reaper? Like, you've got full motivation.
I'm busy.
On that note, thank you everybody for tuning into this 3K special sub giveaway. I hope you had a fun time. We were pulling our hair out making these quizzes, but I do hope you enjoyed them. Bar 2 major fuck-ups, I think we did okay. And it means an awful lot that you guys tuned in. It was absolutely great to see you all.
Did we do a fuck-up? Can't remember.
Wait, it never happened.
No, it's
You're imagining things.
No fuck
never
up.
happened.
Nothing happened there. What? Don't look at me. Fuck. What information do we have? Okay. Didn't really focus. Oh, I don't even have my gear on. See? Oh, I have my gear on. Ooh, that's bad. So, yes, the stream is over. Bye. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You don't have to share this or something because it's kind of over already. And every 1K we're gonna do something special. Every 1K subs. So just stick around and see you later.
And thank you very much. Each sub helps us. Each like promotes our videos to get more people. And we're really glad you enjoy watching the videos, the guides, fuffing about with games, and our streams. Thank you ever so much for tuning in.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Stardust. I saw that. You're so surprised. You're the best. Bye.